Welcome to the countdown. While you wait for the show to begin, try to relax, grab a drink, sit down, and just enjoy the music.
Yeah. Ooh, whoa.
Don't Christina it out.
Okay.
A little bit of land goes a long, long way. If you believe everything is okay, a little bit of land goes a long, long way. Sign the lease, bring the rings today. Everybody say money, love, money, 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 more money.
She looks metallic.
Though I can't quite recall overnight sensation.
Welcome to The Chop. Tonight we talk about Season 15, Episode 8. It's a Lollapalooza Eleganza Extravaganza, Queen of Puerto Vallarta Lip Sync Smackdown. So the queens battle themselves during 8 randomly assigned lip syncs, where the lip sync assassins of the season somehow always end up in the bottom. Spice gets saved because anyone that can clearly teleport that flawlessly obviously deserves to stay, and Jax got Jasmined out of the season. Welcome for the last live stream that we have on this channel. Next Sunday will be on the new channel. You will find a link in the pinned comment up there. So let's celebrate with a special guest. We have a special surprise guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my children of the internet. Hola, namaste, konnichiwa, nihama, annyeonghaseyo, assalamu alaikum, kamusta, bonjour, ciao, guten tag, shalom, aloha, privyet, merhaba. Hello, everybody.
That was a mouthful.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Welcome, Edie. You are very, very welcome. We're extremely happy to have you here. How are you?
I am very, very good. Thank you very much. I hope you are well. Let's
We
do
are
like
good.
the fake hellos, like we ain't spoke to each other for 5 minutes.
Yes, where we pretend like we haven't talked for ages. Okay, this is getting real already. Brace yourselves. Before we begin, everyone remember the Chop is a spoiler-free live show. We can make conjectures, we can discuss things. Please, no spoilers. Also, super chats if you want to support the channel, better use them while we have them, because this is our last chance. And comments and top RPDR videos, they will be highlighted for me. Also, we have a Discord. There is a link in the description. And before we forget, Edie, where do we find you?
In the street corner. No, okay, so you can find me on everything on Edie. It's funny you're saying no spoilers. I'm known as the spoiler queen to a lot of people. But everyone, make sure you like the live stream because it helps the live. So make sure you hit like and follow me wherever you wish on Instagram, on VR, on TikTok, on YouTube. It's all Edie.
Sorry, Edie. I'm
What are you drinking, sweetie? What
I'm
are you
drinking.
eating?
I made
I'm
myself
hungry.
a mojito. I made myself a mojito.
Alcohol?
A little bit, not too much.
We have
Because
to
we're
speak
going
about
to
this, sweetie. Okay.
just a little bit. Amateur Season for $1.99 asks, what's your favorite Kylie Minogue song? Please say The Locomotion.
You asking me?
Yes,
Oh.
The Locomotion, right?
No. And it's in your eyes. I can tell what you're thinking. My heart is thinking. It's in your eyes.
She can sing. Good Lord, she can sing. She's coming for our gig. So let's begin with this review. Very quickly, we are back in the workroom, and Miss Lucy is pissed as hell because she was put safe instead of high, as she clearly deserved. I mean, she did better than Anitra and Marsha. At least that was my idea of it. Now, before I ask you for your opinion, I'll tell you mine, since this is my channel. I'm a terrible host. For me, this was done on purpose, because there is a thing, you know, there are all these categories when they create RuPaul's Drag Race, where they have all this character stereotype, if we want to call it like that. They are for narrative. And Lucy, for me, she is the professional of the season. And every time we have a professional, they try to bait the hell out of them. They did it with the original professional, Chet Michaels. They did it very recently to Rosé in season 13. And I think they're doing it again in here. They want the professional queen to become messy. So that's why she was kind of put just safe. Because, I mean, Anitra and Marsha last episode, they didn't do bad, but being, you know, high instead of Lucy didn't make much sense to me. So for me, this was actual baiting of Lucy. And during the editing, while she is complaining about this, everyone is bitch facing. Like everyone, every queen is looking at Lucy like, say, the fuck are you saying? So everyone is bitch facing, and Mistress comes in a confessional calling her delusional. So we have this whole thing coming out of nowhere. So what do you think about that?
Okay, so my thoughts with Lucy's whole mental breakdown of she should have went further. I do think the viewers are being played a little bit. And now, unless Lucy is, you know, she's just crazy and really conceited, I think we're being played a little bit with the edit. And I think, honestly, she has a valid point in a sense. I think she is so talented, and I feel like her professionalness isn't. I would compare her professional and her cleanliness to Trinity, to these other queens who are very polished. And I do think that she's maybe getting a little bit looked over for something in the other season everyone be gagged over.
Yes.
So
Yes, absolutely. We have one moment. We have another super chat. Let me read it. Let me enjoy them. Alex Owen for $5. I'm sure you already explained it, but why are super chats going away? Because we are moving all of the live part of the channel to another channel, and that channel is not in the partner program. So we don't get to use the super chats anymore. But if anyone wants to support when we move, we still have a Patreon. That still works. And that maybe at some point we will be, that channel will go in the partner program. But don't worry, that's not a priority. Money, it's good, but it's not essential. At least not for this. At least one fucking thing in life with money, it's not essential. Edie, I do agree with that. She is very polished. She is very competent in what she is doing. She clearly has experience and she knows how to use it. What I noticed usually is that when we have a professional, they tend to go all the way to the top 4. So I do agree with you when you say that there is a high chance that we will not lose her in during the competition. She will probably go much higher than that. But I will have a whole video with speculation later on. Let's move on to the Lollapalooza Queen of Puerto Vallarta part of the review. So Mamaru is back. Oh, one moment. I need to take.
it's really cute.
Yeah, I need to resize this. There we go. We become small and we go up here. Oh, down here? No, let's stay down here. So RuPaul comes in and announces that it's going to be a lip sync SmackDown Lollapalooza, Queen of Puerto Vallarta, and blah blah blah. Need I remind you that the queens are randomly chosen, yet we never ever see a full shot of Bruno picking up balls. Now, don't think weird. We all would love to see Bruno picking up balls. But we never see if he's actually looking inside the basket, which to me, it's incredibly suspicious. Because remember, everything is random, yet Anitra and Madonna is Sasha.
Yeah.
I call her Madonna, just so that we're clear on that.
Oh, hold on. What you're saying right now is you think there's some, you know, going on with the way they pick the names?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a little bit... I mean, there are many random things in life. Then I watch RuPaul Drag Race and I start thinking, well, definitely God didn't play dice when he created the universe because somehow everything seems to fit in the right place. Somehow.
Yeah.
So the first lip sync is Malaysia versus Marsha. For those of you who don't know, this is something that in the show is not said very much, but basically Malaysia adopted Spice. So that's why we have this moment where she's saying, okay, maybe I could choose Spice, and then she doesn't choose her. I think that was the reason. There was a clear connection between the two while filming the show, and so she tried to pick somebody else. Then there is this whole storyline of Marsha thinking she's being underestimated, but she's going to be our future villain, so it fits the narrative. Edie, what did you think about this lip sync?
I've gotta say, Miss Marsha really surprised me. I thought she was gonna be as stiff as you when you seen the man picking up balls. So I've gotta say, she really turned it out. Um, she did a really good job.
She was no
And I think
Bosco.
her whole storyline is bull. At this point, that she thinks she's the SHIT. And I mean, if you ain't gonna believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you?
Listen, I have a question from the audience. If
Yeah.
you know that amethyst is actually a type of quartz.
You mean like ruby, sapphire, amethyst, like that?
Yeah, I mean, I need
Yeah, I
to play
know.
something. Wait a moment.
Wow, amethyst is a type of quartz. For that, you can touch my boobies.
I had to. I have a whole clip of a song called "You Can Touch My Boobies." This is where I learned that
But
amethyst is actually a type of quartz.
you never knew that before, sweetie?
No, I didn't. I
You
needed
didn't go to Hogwarts and learn
no, I
about your damn
needed Rachel
quartz?
Bloom to explain it to me.
Okay.
Multipansy says Ruby and Sapphire are corundums, mama. Listen to oh my god.
I don't even know what that is. It sounds like a disease.
No, don't think about Argent. He lives in his own world. Don't think about it too much.
Okay.
So for me, I was surprised until a certain point by Marsha because I spent a lot of time when she did her talent actually, and I was really surprised at how good she was moving. So I was expecting her to actually murder Malaysia. What I wasn't expecting is the fact that we didn't actually see much of what Marsha was doing. I mean, every second I was trying to concentrate on what was actually happening, the camera shifted to Malaysia. And so I was like, okay, if she blew everybody's mind so much, why didn't we actually see that much about Marsha? I have a theory.
I mean, I really think a lot of it is going to be down to these episodes are so short, and we're going to have very, very small lip syncs. But also, as every show, every episode we see, there's obviously going to be what they want us to see.
Yeah, of course.
And that's the whole point of it.
Of course, but usually the winner of the lip sync gets a little bit more highlighted. It's a thing of storytelling. So either she gets a little bit more camera time or she gets more reaction shots, all things that put an accent on the winner because it makes sense. It's your winner, so you want it to pop out. But Marsha was not popping out. So for me, this has everything to do. I am convinced that Marsha is the villain of the season. I am convinced. And that they are editing everything around that in order to convey this image. So
we're being told she's the villain by everyone in the cast.
Yes, so I'm like, okay, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So let's prepare for this and let's point out how the edit puts it on another level because that's the whole point, our edit always exaggerates everything. But in the end, I agree with you and I agree with the decision that was made by the show that Marsha won this one. So for me, this lip sync was not that much of a problem. Next one is Lucy versus Spice. Everyone is horny looking at this picture. Please, we are just doing a review. Calm down. It was a good lip sync. I like this one. Did you like it, Edie?
I thought it was cute. Like I wasn't in love. I mean, to be honest, you could tell from how she was dressed. Spice was dressed. that which direction she was gonna go in.
Yeah,
But I've gotta
absolutely.
say, I am falling more and more in love with Miss Spice every episode because she is putting her heart in her drag. She's saying, "I'm not the most polished, I'm not this, I'm not that, but I'm myself and I'm having fun."
Yeah, she's not
So I'm
delusional.
I'm
She's
loving
not
it.
delusional
Yeah.
and she's owning everything. Like I did appreciate because, getting into the season, and everyone will never say this, but the general idea of Sugar and Spice is that, okay, these are going to be two bimbos there and they won't be able to do anything at all. Now, I do agree that they are less experienced, but they have this endearing quality of being self-conscious about their limit. Like you have this whole episode with Spice saying, I'm going to go home. I cannot compete. I'm going to go home. So this, I think it's
Mhm.
incredibly endearing. I did appreciate this. The lip sync was cute. Not my favorite, by all means, but at least it was honest. This is what I think. It was honest, and both did the best that they could. So at the end of the day, I do agree with the decision from the show again. I
It
do
was
think,
cute.
yeah, I do think Lucy deserved to win this. So this is not the point in the show when I started to get triggered yet. Yet. Let's move on to the third lip sync, which is Lux versus Salina. This is starting to get interesting because I
Oh.
was very underwhelmed by what Lux was doing. She didn't seem to vibe with
Oh.
the song very much. I mean, of course, the premise is always the same. If you see me on stage, by comparison, even a rock lip syncs better. That's not the point. But the point is, yeah, I was watching and I was expecting something. Uh, how can I say? Not the typical hard moves, hard swings. I get it. It's an emotional song that can maybe where the hurt can come from anger, if you will. But I don't think that that's the best interpretation of the song. I think either you do it very, very emotionally, not moving that much, or you move it to comedy. So I did appreciate a lot what Selena was doing. This was the lip sync that I enjoyed the most. Not the best of the whole Lollapalooza, and not the best in general, but this is one that I had the most
Mhm.
fun watching because Selena
Mm.
really knew what she was. She had everything. Did you see that there was a part when she was kind of choking herself and then removed the hand, and that she was like,
With this lip sync, I have been standing Selena since episode 1. If you've ever
"Yeah,
seen,
she's
my
amazing.
reactions,
She's
I've been
amazing."
standing her, and I felt so played that she's not being given that chance. And every queen has a song, and that song allows them to showcase their full, fierceness. And this song was for Miss Selena. I'm saying, not only did she devour, she said, "My booking rate is going up, sweetie." And that's what she did. And I am in love, love, love with Selena. I love her.
It was amazing. I love this lip sync. This is one of those that I'm going to rewatch. She did amazing. I wished I saw a little
Selena.
bit more. Yes, yes, Selena.
Just Selena.
I wish I could see a little bit more of that because you're right. I mean, everything was crammed together. That's also why we have a ton of queens teleporting. Oh, by the
Hmm.
way, before I forget, next week I'm going as usual to the. This is for the audience. Next week I'm going to review only one of the lip syncs of the Lollapalooza. So I'm going to send you a link in the chat so you guys can vote and decide which one I'm actually going to review. Remember, this is an analysis that takes a little bit of time because we go shot by shot. We calculate the time to the millisecond, so it takes a little bit of time. We cannot review all of them. But I'm leaving this poll in the chat, and you can vote whoever you want, which one you want us to review. My English is failing me. It might be the alcohol, it might be the time, but my English is failing me.
That's okay. English is good, sweetie. If it's too bad, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Yeah, seriously. Like if I say bullshit, correct me. This is something that I also say to because
I
sometimes
feel
people say,
comfortable enough with you to you know,
to call
to
to
get
call
to
it
let you
out.
know.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Because sometimes people don't do it because they think maybe it's perceived as I don't know, offensive or maybe patronizing or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
cut the bullshit. If I'm saying bullshit, please prevent me from
Mm-hmm.
continuing to say bullshit. So, like, there was a whole period in which I always say I was baked, thinking that it meant that I was tired.
Oh no, baked means
I
there's
know, I know.
smokiness
Now
in
I
the
know.
city.
Yes, now I know. Now I got it. Let's move on to the next one. Miss Jax versus Mistress. Now, Edie, do you want to go first or should I go
Mm.
first?
Okay, so unpopular opinion, but people need to really stop shitting on Jax. I think in every single lip sync she did, she gave it all. Now maybe she didn't have the full 100% giving you everything. But yes, certain queens did better than her. But the fact that y'all are not realizing in any other season, Jax would be classified lip sync assassin
Yes.
material. It really is bugging me that people are downplaying her talent. She is fierce, she is amazing, and she is worthy of being on that stage just like every other queen. And I thought that both of them did amazing, Um, and that's my opinion. I ain't gonna say who did better.
I'm gonna say it. For me, Jax did better. We
Okay.
saw Mistress being on camera a lot. We saw a ton of reactions, oh wowed by what Mistress was doing. Meanwhile, Jax was working the stage like crazy, and you could only get a glimpse of what was happening because he was like in the corner of the camera shot, and you see that the bitch is twirling while doing somersaults in mid-hair and then turning into a split, and you just get a glimpse on that because the camera is too busy showing reaction shots appreciating what Mistress was doing.
Mhm.
Now, Mistress worked the fuck out of that stage. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But between two queens who did well, for me, one did clearly better. I think that Jax has been Jasmined out of the season, so she it's like she clearly had to lose every lip sync, and this was just the first. This was one that would establish the pattern for the rest of the Lollapalooza. I mean, again, it's not like Mistress did bad, but I don't think she won this one. Not by a landslide,
And
but
this season, there is a lot of lip sync assassins. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, it's hard. It's hard.
who do you think won?
Okay, well,
Say
I do
it.
viewing parties of this, and I said, I don't care if y'all are mad, Jax won in my opinion. Okay?
There we go.
There you go.
Nobody's
Now if I
mad.
get cancelled, sweetie, I'm gonna find you. I'm
No,
gonna whoop your ass.
nobody is mad. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We talked about Mistress every episode. We have a deep appreciation for
Can I
her,
tell you
which
some
I can
tea? Can
assure
I tell
you.
y'all some tea?
Yes,
I give you some
please.
tea. Okay, so this is exclusive tea. Okay, so Mistress blocked me on Twitter, but let me explain why. So basically, in my first video I did of Drag Race, I blurred her body out because I uploaded it first normally, but YouTube said that it contained nudity, so they thought that she was. They thought it was a woman's body on the screen because of
Because the
uh,
algorithm is stupid, we
the
know that.
chest, the chest. So I blurred it out. But people were saying I blurred it out because I was fat phobic. And then she blocked me and I was like, y'all are so stupid. So it's a mess. So Mistress, get your shit together, sweetie. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, can and do get messy. Then we all seen it happen a long time ago, and it continues to
Mm-hmm.
happen. It's just because you are bigger, it means that you are a bad person, that you have no talent, and that you are unfuckable, that you are unlovable. No, we don't do that shit on this channel. We are part of the bear community, very proudly
Mm-hmm.
so. So I do appreciate Mistress in more than a talent way, if you will what I mean. So that's
But
not the
she
problem
blocked me
for
on, it
me.
was on Twitter. She had blocked me on Twitter. So I did do a live addressing it, of course, and just saying I didn't edit your body out because I was, I had any issue. I edited it out because when they restrict your video, you're not making no money from your video. They're not gonna push the video. It's restricted.
Yeah, and that's not
So that
only
was why I had to re-upload it.
that's not only part of that. It also becomes part of your let's call it YouTube profile. So things like being automatically allowed, for example, to certify that your videos are okay for all advertisement instead of having to wait days so that YouTube does it for you. It impacts also that. But no, what I think happens is that these queens are on Drag Race. Then, of course, social media gets crazy, and they have to be on social media because that is how they make their money. But social media gets crazy, they get a little bit sensitive, and they tend to not take into account the things that maybe they don't know. Like if you have to deal with YouTube, there are some things that you absolutely know that people could never guess about it. Like I couldn't even use mistress name in my tags because YouTube would think it would be 18 plus content.
Oh.
So I don't
Oh.
do it because once the algorithm, it's incredibly powerful, yes, but it can also be incredibly stupid. So if they say mistress in writing and then they see a cleavage in the image, I mean, that's how these programs work.
Yeah.
So it all works together, and
I'm
I
not
don't
fat
think
phobic, y'all. Okay, my ass is fat, my titties fat. I got another chin. Okay, I'm getting rid of hair, sweetie. So don't come for me.
don't worry. Don't worry. It took me years to put together a group of reasonable people who know the value of context. So don't worry, nobody is misunderstanding in here. Well, but at the end of the day, to me, I think that Jax won this one. Not by a landslide, not by a landslide by any means, but Jax won this one. Moving on, we have Anitra versus Madonna, which by chance, need I remind you, it's by chance, they ended up lip syncing together. Now, for me, this was a perfect opportunity to have a double chantay for two reasons. Number one, it was deserved. Number two, I don't like three ways lip sync. So if both of these queens were saved, we wouldn't have had no three-way lip sync, which would have been incredibly more enjoyable to me. What do you think, Kitty?
You asking me who I thought won? No, you asking me my thoughts overall?
Overall, of this
Okay.
performance.
So, I mean, clearly we knew what we was getting. We were getting a show with
Yeah,
this
of
lip
course.
sync. The way my tail was wagging, like I was so bloody excited for this. And they did not disappoint, honestly. Both of them gave every bit of what we wanted as viewers. They turned it out. In my opinion, like Sasha did like a little bit better in embodying the song, but again, yeah, they both should have stayed. Last season used all the, both of you stay cards. So
Yeah, they did it a lot
sucks.
actually. They did it a lot. Also, season before, basically every season we have a double chantay. So they also need more episodes because they need to reach that alleged 16 episodes counts. So, but apart from that, since this wouldn't have impacted the length of the season whatsoever, for me, this was a perfect opportunity to finally have a double chantay where everybody in the world agrees. Yes, this was deserved. Yes, they gave us a show. Yes, they gave us possibly the best lip sync of the whole Lollapalooza. I'm saying possibly because the desperation that Jax and Anitra had during the last lip sync made them push them every single limit. So, technically speaking, for me, the last lip sync that we had was really the best, but this was the close second to me. This was a close second.
It was really sad. Like we'll talk about the last one when it comes to it, but it was really sad.
Good lord. I was by that point I was out of it. Anyway, moving on to Malaysia versus Spice. Okay, so this is the other rounds of lip sync. Everybody who needed to go basically was saved. Now we have all of the queens who are lip syncing for the second time. Now, I was expecting a little bit more from Malaysia. I don't know if it's because it was edited weirdly. I don't think so, but I was expecting a little bit more. I mean, Spice does whatever she can when she lip syncs. So I think everybody went into this saying, okay, their Spice is going to lip syncing again. But I don't know. It was a little bit of a shit show, but in a good way. Also because you have this moment where you have basically Spice saying, "Okay, I chose this song because I know that she doesn't know the words." Only 1 minute later, she comes out and she's like, "Oh shit, I don't know the word either." I'm like, yes. I mean, if you gotta
It's
get
really like. Go
yeah,
ahead, sorry.
if you gotta get chaotic during lip sync, I'm totally in for it.
So this was the dumbest and funniest shit ever. And it's also such an endearing thing about Spice. But Malaysia to
It's
me,
the S.
Malaysia, you know, she did bad. I was watching her and it looked like she was giving a concert towards the end. Okay, not the start, towards the end. But it was the funniest stuff to have two people on stage who don't know the words
Yes.
just acting damn fools. This is what I miss on Drag Race, the stupidness.
Yes, but yes. But at the end of the day, I mean, for me, this could have been a double sachet. RuPaul should have come out and say, okay, listen, this was a shit show. We're going to change the song. You will have to lip sync again. Both of you. Both of you. We're having a 4-way lip sync for your life at the end. No, I mean, they didn't necessarily do bad, but compared to the standard that everybody was bringing during this whole episode, I think possibly this was the least I don't want to say professional because it's not like they were not unprofessional, but this was
Least prepared.
yeah, the least prepared lip sync, both of them. So this could have been possibly a double sachet for me. If not, then I do agree that Malaysia deserved to stay. Um, so I mean, until this point, I'm still fine with whatever production was doing. The real problem for me starts when we have the 3-way lip sync. Now, I don't like 3-ways lip sync just based solely on the fact that you don't understand what the fuck is going on. Then you also have the episode that it's 40 minutes, so they had to cut every lip sync, so it's either more difficult to understand what the hell is going on, plus you know that Jax and Anitra and Madonna are the lip sync assassin of the season, so Madonna was saved, so clearly you know that they're going to fuck up with Jax and Anitra. And I chose specifically this screenshot because it's very telling of whatever the fuck it's going on. Because yeah, I mean, you have Anitra basically ready to take it up the ass by production. She's basically ready. She know what kind of game they're playing, so she's like, okay, I'm ready to taking up the ass. Lux is raising her hand, like saying, "Excuse me, I have a question. Can I stay, please?" And then Jax is like, "What the fuck is happening? Are we lip sync or what? What the hell is going on? I don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. Somehow Lux won this. And I won't pin it on Lux. This is a production decision, so I don't have any problem with Lux. Good for you that you won against all odds. I'm happy for you. But production that decide to pull this, I'm like, for fuck's sake, let's try to at least pretend that we are somehow trying. I mean, they didn't even make it 101. They tried to convince me that Lux out lip synced both Jax and Anitra. After I've been showed what Anitra and Jax can do. And again, I don't have any problem with Lux. She's not my favorite queen of the season, but it's not like I don't like her. The problem is, it boggles my mind that production looked at this and thought, "Oh yes, we can totally get away with it. Nobody will notice anything. Nobody will notice what was happening," which I think in the end it's going to reflect even worse on Lux because people don't make the extra step of saying it's not her fault, it's a choice from production. She's doing her best, she's working. What the hell is she supposed to be doing? A lot of people don't do this step. So they go directly to the queen and say, "Oh, it's your fault that this is happening." So I don't know. I was watching this and I was out of it. I was really out of it. I
The
mean,
lip sync. What was it? What was it? The fact that you felt like you were being played as a viewer? What made
yes,
you feel out of
absolutely,
it?
absolutely. It made me feel out of it. I think that when you pull this kind of bullshit, you are not helping people's reactions online because, again, they don't do the extra step of saying it's a production decision first.
Yeah.
And, I'm like, I want to believe. I know that the show it's fake. Come on, it's reality television. But don't destroy the illusion. I want to have the illusion. And until now, I still had the illusion. Then this lip sync come on, and the illusion is completely broken, and I kind of stopped enjoying it. Of course, it doesn't help that this is the exact song that was part of what became probably the worst lip sync in history. It was in season 3, the charitable queen of Puerto Vallarta versus the cringe goddess of RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean, in a way, that lip sync was iconic, but it was messy as hell. And the fact that they pulled this shit in a lip sync that is using this song, which was the same song of the worst lip sync that we ever had, I mean, in a weird way, it's coming all together. In a
I
very
mean,
weird way.
so in this lip sync, like I mean, my thoughts is, Jax won. In my humble opinion, I think Anitra was doing cute, but Anitra was doing a lot of, she's giving you more combat moves. Lux, did great, but Lux was giving, just a good lip sync. To me, Jax really embodied it, and it really bugs me how they did not give her camera time.
Yeah,
Like, and it breaks my heart. Like they did it with Robin. These queens, I've seen them.
yeah,
I've seen them lip syncing. They are beasts at lip syncing.
I
And to me,
know.
this one, Jax Jack should have won. But they already knew who they one sent home. So
I would have been fine if they chose either Jax or Anitra. But the fact that they went for Lux, and I'm telling you this is what I think it's going to happening. I will have a whole for everybody in the audience, I will have a whole speculation video. Don't worry, we can talk about that. But I can already tell you, from my point of view, Lux is going to be the young and talented, and after they saw what she is doing on the stage lip syncing, she will never lip sync again. Period. Because if she does, they will have to pour major shit because everybody else left in the competition, apart from Spice, has all the cards to send her home in an instant. I mean, she has an amazing catwalk. Lip syncing is just fine. It's just fine. It's nothing that blows my mind, but it's just fine.
I've seen videos of Lux lip sync too. She's mesmerizing on slow songs. Fast songs, we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited.
We'll see. We'll see what's going to be happening. Now,
Happen, baby, not
let's go.
happening.
What's going to
Happen.
happen?
Thank you. You told me
There
to
you
correct
go.
you.
Don't
so
worry. No, it's not
Get
a
it
problem.
together.
Next one. Who do we have? Oh, we have lip sync number. Which number it is? Number 7. No, number 8. Oh, I lost it. No, the last lip sync. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, at this point, we have 3 queens left in there. We're going to have another 3-way lip sync. Then Ru comes out and she pulls this thing out of her ass by saying, no, wait. We are going, for some reason, which is not 8 million followers that Sugar and Spice have. For some reason, we are going to save one queen. And so Bruno, of course, we don't see if he's looking in the basket because he clearly might be. Let's say it like this. He might be. And he picks up Anitra's name. And at this point, Anitra says, listen to the audience. She says this in a confessional. She says, listen, I'm not going to perform a murder on stage. I'm going to save Spice. Which is not only the right thing to do, it's also a great option. Because even if Spice was amazing at lip syncing, she still would have saved her for the same reason that nobody is willing to admit. 8 million followers scare people. Period. Now, Sugar and Spice are endearing, and I will give you that. But you see a ton of people, everybody is praising them constantly. And I'm like, listen, the season started. The first thing that I thought was they are headed to be annoying as hell. I don't know if they are annoying as hell in real life, but surely they are headed to come up like that. And, you know, and everybody knows this. You go on Twitter, you go on YouTube, everybody is scared shitless to bring even the shortest or fair critique. So I think this has an effect. We saw something like that happening in All Stars 3, where all of the queens voted for Trixie, and then they come out and said, we knew that she didn't really deserve it, but we were scared of her followers. We were scared on
It worked. It worked for Anitra, though. Everyone lives for her now. Everyone's fan Anitra because she saved their fave.
Yes, so you see, this moves catches a lot of things all together because it's the right thing to do, first. Second, those 8 million followers won't come for your Instagram account. And number 3, now these people actually like you. So it was a genius move. What I want to point out is that the background is slightly bigger than what we were shown. Now, at this point, the moment that everybody is talking about, there is a moment where Spice actually teleports back on the main stage. So, what's happening? What's been going on? I need to move for a moment your image, Edie. I need to put you on the side.
Are you silencing me, sweetie?
Here.
Are you silencing me?
No, because I have to bring up the streaming software to show people what's happening.
I know.
So in the beginning, what I thought is that they probably did some bullshit. They probably had the queens lip syncing in there, and then somehow they didn't want all of the queens in the backstage to see what was actually happening. Maybe they fucked it up. Maybe they didn't fuck it up. So, you know, it's World of Wonder. I'm always preparing for the worst whenever it comes to World of Wonder. Not because I am particularly biased. For me, it's a statistical thing. Wherever World of Wonder does something with the edit, there is always, you know, a less of a reputable choice behind it, if you will.
Wait, so what? Wait, because I don't know. Wait. So what are you saying happened? Are you saying that they did the lip sync twice?
No, I don't think they did. So let's go to the streaming software and find out what the hell was going on. First of all, this is what I want everybody to look at. Those are 2 screenshots. One comes from a scene in the workroom where we actually see the queens looking at the screen. Look at the position of Jax's feet. She is not exactly at the crossing of the tiles in the part that it's screenshot number 1. She is in screenshot number 2. Now, by tracking that, we are going to find out what the hell was going on in there. So, let's move on to Blender, if we can see it. Is it working? Is it on? Yes, it's on. Yes, let me move it here. Okay, so this is the scene that we actually see, where we actually see the position of Jax. Now, let me zoom in so that you guys can see it. Do you see where her feet are? She's not here on the crossing line, like she is in the screenshot number 2. Now, after this, we have a ton of different shots because all of the things are happening. They're telling Anitra what's going on. So as we move on, we find basically Spice has been called to the front of the stage, and we find where Jax is standing. Look where her feet are. There we go. Do you see? This is the position she has after Spice walks to the front of the stage. And she holds this position. As we move on and we continue, we find out that she's still there. Then we move on again. She is still there. Then we move on again. She is still there. Then at some point, Spice leaves the stage. Not yet. One moment. Let me. There we go. She leaves the stage. We go back to the queens. Let's find out. And she's still holding that position. It's like she is not moving. She's not moving at all. And then we have this shot here. So we jump from this position here, where she is on the crossing of the tiles, where she's been this whole time.
What if she just moved?
And then, yes, wait, because now we get to it. Then, this is the shot where we actually see Spice. But look where her feet are, because they resemble the same exact position and the same exact angle that we see in the shot number 1. It's not just the same position on the tile. The shoe is also in the same exact angle. And most important, when we go further and we continue scrolling, one moment, because I need to unzoom. There we go. So we go from here to the judges and then back here. Look where our feet are. Back in the same position from number 2. So what happened in here? Nothing happened in here. Nothing happened. They added a shot, which is this shot, because they simply didn't realize that Spice was in there. Because when they have a lip sync, they usually have this panning shot that goes from right to left. They probably forgot to do it when they actually had the 2 queens on screen, and they used a previous shot. This is what's happening in here. Nothing happened. They just fucked it up in the editing.
Oh.
And there we go.
I get the Christine. Sweetie, you zooming in on their toes and stuff. Love to see it.
Yeah, Nina West will be proud of us. She would be really proud of us. So this is what's been happening in here. Nothing happened in there. For once,
Can we just
nothing
say
happened.
how cute Jax looks in this? Like, Jax looks so cute in this day. Like,
yeah, Jax is the cutest one on the season.
Yeah, love
I
him.
think he's really, really good looking.
No, not like that. Like, I don't want to suck him off. I mean, like, cute as in, like, I mean, like, cute as in, like, ah, dirty. How dare you? Don't do that.
Crystal says, not Nina, always Nina. We will always reference Nina West on this channel. There is no escape from that.
But
Now,
we love chat.
Let's go back to, where is it? Where is the, oh good lord. I lost one of the images. Wait a second, where is it? Oh, there we go.
Stand by.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I have 1,000 things opened. I know this is incredibly unprofessional. One day I will have someone helping me with this, but for the moment it is the way it is. So I chose this specific screenshot because I think it's telling everything you need to know about this lip sync. It's madness. We are like in outer space. The queens are defying gravity. The force of quantum mechanics have basically blurred everything to how can I say, a cloud of probability where we have a superposition of both of the queens winning and not winning at the same time. It was an amazing lip sync. I had the time of my life watching. I knew exactly what was going to happen by the end of this because Jax was going to be Jasmined, period. We all knew this was coming. Nevertheless, both of them gave a fucking show. Edie, I hope I didn't, because I always say I need to remind myself to ask first for others' opinions, because then I go on my tangent, and it kind of leaves you.
I feel like we are, very comfortable now. We're friends, so just tell me to speak. Like, well, there's no weirdness about it, sweetie. Just be like, Miss Edie, what are your damn thoughts? And then I'll say, I believe in world peace. No, so this lip sync, of course, I loved it.
Smile and be
I think
beautiful.
Thank you. I think this was deserving of, both of you, Shantae, you stay. And this really broke my heart because I knew what they were doing. I knew the moment that Anitra said, I have no problem sending Jax home. I knew they showed that because that's what the producers were planning. And it
Yeah.
really upset me because Jax, ladies and gentlemen, is so talented. And I really think that this season, this season is great, but it's done so many queens dirty because of this damn 40-minute episode we're getting.
Yeah, but well, for me, sorry, I've been vaping while you were speaking. I've been secretly
Sweetie.
vaping. Yes, I
You've
know.
been drinking, vaping. Watch.
Oh,
Watch
come
what
on, it's
happens,
a
sweetie.
party.
I
This is
can't.
this is an unprofessional place. We
I
established
don't
that.
see you shaking your ass if it's a party.
I forgot what I was saying. Shit.
You were saying about
Oh yes,
yeah,
yes, doing the queens
I don't
dirty.
remember.
Until a certain point, they did much worse the season before. I actually think that they are getting better. World of Wonder is getting better. They are taking notes, which is something that I do appreciate. They also had a huge chance at one moment. I don't know if you remember, there was an episode where Jax physically removed the sugar from the table because she
Yeah,
was
it
being
was it
very
wasn't it
loud.
wasn't a physical assault. They just literally touched them like
Yeah, I mean,
people.
for me, it was sexual tension. That's how it looked to me.
It wasn't bad. Like people were trying to say that's what they deserve. I'm like, sweetie, if y'all are like me, I'm very touchy. You know, there's no malice behind it. We're just hands-on people. We're physical people.
Yeah, and I mean, the edit could have made it look much worse, especially because then the queens came out and said, no, no, we were actually fighting hard. We were screaming at each other. So imagine when they had all of that footage of people screaming at each other, probably bitch facing, probably being hangry, and then interview them during the confessionals and have them basically come out with everything that happened. You can cut the shit out of that and made Jax look like a complete villain. They could have done
Mm-hmm.
this, but they didn't. So, I mean, I am the first one calling out World of Wonder on the bullshit that they do. But this is a step forward. This is something good. They did something good. They had an opportunity and they didn't take it, which was refreshing.
Shout out to World of Wonder. I love ya. Love you.
Well, I mean, I can be brutal in the things that I say, but I think by this point, I've been doing this for 3 years, and the things that I've been saying for 3 years, most of them magically all came true. So I think they know that my point is just feedback. Then I can be upset at times. I can be maybe a little bit hangry, especially to shit that they did in the past. But as long as they keep doing the right thing, I am completely on board and I will continue supporting the show and
Yeah.
talk about the show. So for me, this was a step forward. No, what doesn't really work for me for the season is the fact that um, it's edited as a chopped 60 minutes episode. Like, because you remember, we used to have 40 minutes episodes of Drag Race until what was it, season 8, season 9? I don't remember
Yeah,
when
but
they
there was
did.
a lot less queens back then too. We had like 9 queens or something.
Yes, it was less queens, but also the narrative in those 40 minutes, it felt like they had everything. They
Yeah.
didn't feel rushed. Everybody got their little moment. I mean, even Candy O got her moment, even though she was Candy O'd out of the season. So it feels like when you have a vision and you have an idea of the things that you want to show during an episode and you know that you're going to do it with the 40 minutes format, you find a way to make everything go in the 40-minute format. What this looks like to me, it's 60 minutes episodes that have been artificially chopped down in order to fit the 40 minutes format. Because there has been this rumor that MTV didn't tell World of Wonder that they wanted 40 minutes episode. Now, I don't know if this is true. It certainly could be. The episodes certainly looked as if they were chopped down to a
They
point where the
were.
narratives make because I mean what I want to say like this is that when you have a 1 hour episode and you want to discuss a specific issue, you have like 8 minutes of footage cut in a specific way that describe that issue during the 8 minutes. If now you need to cut down the episodes, you cannot simply cut those 8 minutes to 6, because the narrative that goes on during those 8 minutes is internally justified. So if you want to cut that down to 6 minutes, you have to redo the whole presentation of the scene. You cannot just cut it and then everybody gets what's happening. So it feels very disjointed to me. That's the problem. And I don't think that the queens have good dynamics with each other. I don't think they fit well all together. This is sorry.
Okay, so no, yeah. So the 40-minute thing, so the fact that they're now putting it to 60-minute episodes and the fact that they've got them ready makes me think that they originally had 60-minute episodes in mind, right?
Yeah.
And they had to cut it down later. My problem is with these 60-minute episodes is I really don't care for them no more. Unless you're going to give us 60-minute episodes of every episode what has gone, so these other queens at least get their shine, then I'm not at all interested, because at that point we're gonna have 7 queens, and it ain't gonna be as, I mean, I like to see all different queens. I love to see them, showcase their talents and whatnot. But definitely, I also believe that they were told last minute that edit your shit down for sure.
Yeah, and even if that is not true, even if the opposite is true, that they were told, yes, you will have to make 40 minutes episode, and they just don't have a team of editors that is used to tell all of these stories in such a very compact time frame. They definitely did know that at some point there was this possibility of the 60 minutes episode, because I mean, fake Friends of Weo was going to last until a certain point. So what I think they did, even in case that they already knew that parts of the episodes were going to be 60 minutes, was like, okay, let's do it like this until episode whatever, 11, 10, 9, whatever it is. Give me a cut of 40 minutes. After that, give me a cut of 60 minutes. Have it already prepared, because people are probably going to complain about the fact that Drag Race is now 40 minutes. So they will come online and create petitions and make a big noise, and then we will give them the 1 hour episode.
Did you see the Todrick Hall thing? Because allegedly there weren't going to be no 60-minute episodes. Todrick Hall posted that even when our show is over, y'all are not going to get full 60-minute episodes on MTV. And then I think what happened is MTV realized that they made a big mistake with this WeHo show, what they had. And then they decided that Drag Race is pulling in more viewers, more and more viewers. And they decided later, let's go with the original cuts maybe, or let's give them the thing, what they wanted. But Todrick Hall's dumbass went on Instagram, said, hi Todrick, I really don't like you. He went on Instagram saying, y'all are not going to get your episodes after the show. Like, so he kind of exposed their plan in a sense.
Well,
they weren't planning on the 60-minute episodes. They gave it because they knew it was going to bring in money.
let me tell you, I don't think so, because I don't think that Todrick has any real insight in what Paramount is doing and what MTV under Paramount is doing. For me, it looks like he went doing this show thinking that everything will be fine. People will forget, people will not talk about it, and there was a huge backlash coming from it. And he looked pissed. I mean, he did all of that segment, that fake Mean Girls segment, because he looked pissed about it. And I think at some point he just reacted and said, listen, you can shit on my show as much as you want. Guess what? You are not going to get your 60 minutes episode back. When everybody knows, well, everybody that actually knows how this kind of business works, you never edit anything on the fly, period. Especially if it's something that you filmed 8 months ago, 6 months ago. You don't edit on the fly unless you are really left without a choice, like what happened with Shitty Pie in season 12. You don't edit last minute.
Yeah, I
So
don't care for Todrick, so I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm gonna get his ass. So the lip sync was great. I thought both of them did amazing. I thought both should stay.
well, listen, we are not fans of Todrick. I try to avoid talking about it because personally I don't like him. He has a pattern of shitty behavior that has been going on for more than a decade. So I'm not saying that is beyond redemption. I don't believe in that redemption. Then if he gets on that path, good for him. For what concerns me, I prefer to talk as little as possible as I can
Oh.
because there is way of dealing with people that you don't like, uh, and I prefer not to just you know I prefer just not to mention him at all, because the last thing
Yeah.
that you need is Udani coming out and making this all into a victim narrative. Oh, these people are
I
bullying me,
wish he
these
would.
people are
I
talking
wish he
shit about me,
would.
and I'm like, listen, if I can, I will never talk about you. We are
He
fine.
tell
We're good.
See, I've got I listen, when I'm in front of a microphone, I like to speak my mind on certain topics. So I ain't gonna say nothing about Tajik. I ain't gonna say nothing about Voldemort. I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna talk about this beautiful episode of Drag
Who's
Race. We
Voldemort?
You really want me to
Yes, tell
okay,
me.
it's Voldemort is a ignorant, racist, using piece of feces, complete vermin known as Jeffree Star. And
Oh my god, my god.
I'm sorry, don't like him. Don't like him.
That's another one that we never mentioned.
Yeah, let's not. Because I've got several things I can say about his dumbass.
Good lord. No, 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 no. That's somebody that I don't look up to and I don't care
Good.
about.
Don't. I thought Harry Potter killed his nostrilless ass before.
Voldemort. Edie. People are
Don't like
leaving.
him.
People are leaving. I can tell you.
Okay. So let's talk about the lip sync, silly. Wow. So, oh my God, everyone killed it.
It was
Jax was
amazing.
fierce.
It was
Yes.
amazing. The thing that Jax did in midair, I was in awe. Like seriously, I was like, how do you even do that? Which kind of momentum or conservation of momentum are you taking advantage of in order to do that? Because that defies my mind. Like if I was this much high, I would probably be still in the living room, sitting on the couch, thinking, "What the fuck just happened?" That's
In a
what I
good way.
think. In a very
In a
good
good
way.
way.
Yes, yes, in a very good way. But it was amazing. She didn't deserve to be Jasmined out of the season. She didn't
Mhm.
deserve it.
It's
But
broke my heart. It broke my heart.
then
And
again,
Robin's elimination.
I mean, I did a whole review on Robin and showed that was the worst rigged lip sync
It broke my
of the
heart.
season. They basically cut Robin out of the edit. And I'm like, I mean, Jax is working it. What's the problem? What's the problem? What happened? What did we not see? You know? So I said everything that I wanted to say about that lip sync. With that said,
Uh-huh.
by the end of Drag Race, all of these queens will inevitably fade out of the spotlight because new queens will be coming, new seasons will be starting, so they will have to rely on the impression that they made and the talent that they have. So if you want my opinion, Jax will be fine. Jax will be fine. The people who will actually have problems from me are those who have been pushed a little bit by production for
Uh-huh.
whatever reason that could be using a little bit more of a, how can I say, attention to the things that they don't know how to do and now they can get better in the things that they don't know how to do. Because when you have praise all around you, when you are on a competition like Drag Race and they reward you and they reward you, you're basically thinking whatever I'm doing is fine. I don't have to learn anything more. I will be doing well. Then the season is over and somehow you don't have that many gigs, you don't have that many followers, you don't get product endorsements, and so on and so forth. And they realize from a moment to another what the fuck just happened. This happened. So
Oh,
I think people like Jax will have no problem at all. We have seen her talent, and people will not forget that. Damien
okay.
says people are comparing Robin to Candy Ho. She was Candy O out
Oh,
of the season. She was.
yeah, I like Candy Ho as well. Like, do you remember when the queens of that season did the cover girls covers on YouTube?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, they did like whole cover girl, like it was like called Cover Girls, and they did covers of all of Rue's songs, and they had mini music videos. They still might be on YouTube. Candy did it, Bianca did it, Vivacious, Ganja, Gia. Actually, they're really cool. They were really cool.
I never seen them. Like, my God, I never seen them.
I'll send you some links.
Thank you. In the if you want, in the main chat as well, so people can go and check them out. Well, season 7, let me tell you, it's quickly become one of my top seasons of Drag Race. It held up so well, so well. Like, I'm going to rewatch it like real soon.
Girl, entertain them. I'm trying to get the link.
Yeah, don't worry. Worry. So let's move on to the comments. How many comments did I miss? All of them, of course. Damien. Todrick will never be a Regina George. He wishes. Felicia, I'd like to see World of Wonder release a director cut. I don't think that's going to be possible because it wouldn't look very good on the network. I mean, possible, yes, everything is possible, but I think it would not reflect very well on the network. And I think they fucked it up like real good when they tried to sandwich the fake friends of WeO in between Drag Race. Even if they had the 1 hour episodes and then Untucked, still forcing people to go through all of that in order to get to Untucked was not the smartest move. So personally, I don't think it's going to happen solely based on the fact that it wouldn't really look good on the network. And despite the fact that World of Wonder is a very successful company in a field in which is incredibly hard to be successful, which is the streaming field, um, they are not. I don't think they are so much reliant on the on their show getting bought by Paramount because they can pretty much go out on their own on this point. And I think they're doing it. I think they're doing it. They, oh yes, Felicia, you're the one who sent me the link that they're basically creating a cable channel with all of the Drag Race content, and it's a venture between Blue Ant Media and World of Wonder. So Paramount, or Paramount, as I like to call them.
I ain't speaking on this, okay? I love them all, okay? Peace to the Middle East. I love all of what presents Paramount Plus, MTV. I love you
Paramount
all,
Plus.
sweetie. All of y'all, I love you.
You know, I also created a fake logo because, you know, one of the hardest thing to do when you don't know a language and you are learning a language is to make jokes in those languages. So even if they are the stupidest things, I'm very, very proud of them. So for me, Paramount has become Paramount. And I had a logo for that. I will never find it. I will never find it. Good lord.
Sweetie,
But
I
I'll
don't even
look
know
for
what the
it.
hell you're saying right now, sweetie. I don't get the what's the joke?
But
Paramount and Paramount?
para means bitch.
Oh, Paramount. Oh,
Paramount,
okay.
yes.
Okay. Oh my God, sweetie, you
Joey, super
should I be
chat,
Paramount?
1999. LLY King. I don't know what LLY means, but thank you.
I
Thank you for all
love
the work
you.
you do.
It
Oh, I
means I
love
love
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, Joey. Thank you for all the work you do. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. It's amazing. I still find it amazing that people support the channel. I mean, it's normal because everybody does it.
You
But
deserve it.
yeah, I know, but you know, everybody is the way
Can I
they
just
is.
say something real quick? Okay. Y'all, please keep showing love to this content creator because they did not need to be as helpful as they have been towards me when I was seeking, help and I was stressed out. Like, you are honestly one of the nicest kindest content creators I've come across for doing this for a long time. Like, really, really, you are good. You are good, good, good.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Well, as I always say, there are people who help for the pleasure of helping, and there are people who need to talk about how much they help. So I prefer to be in the first category. And, you know, and it also tells a lot about the people that you meet.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like we vibed from day one.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect that because I was watching your video and you were very posed, very calm. And I was like, good Lord, you're a shady bitch. We are the same. We are the same. No, you know, behind, because the point is, you can be a shady bitch, have fun with it, but behind it, there
Yeah.
is a real person who really cares and really can do 2 + 2. So there is also a mind behind it. That's what I do enjoy because everybody is good at talking shit. But talking shit from a moment to another and then being able to jump to a serious topic and actually having something to say about it because you have experience, you have a maturity, that is something that I look for in my life and I never get enough of that. So I really enjoy it. I told you I enjoy it. Though I
Are
don't
you in
spend
love with me, sweetie? Are we gonna be in a polyamorous relationship,
Oh my God.
sweetie? Oh my God, am I gonna be your beta?
I can assure you I am a complete faggot and I like fat men. So I will keep it at that.
Well, hi, mistress. Oh my God, wait, stop. Edit it out. Okay.
Damien for £1. Speaking of pounding, for Damien for £1.99. Did you see Disasterina's season 10 audition tape? No, I didn't see it. I knew that she auditioned for Drag Race, but I didn't see it. Somebody told me. Maybe Damien, you are the one who told me, and probably you already told me to go and watch it, and then I forgot about it. As I usually do. I try to remember things and then I forget them. Let me see if I can find the image. Good Lord, I had such a great image. You wouldn't believe it. I spent hours editing that
It's
image.
disaster.
And I cannot find it.
It's disaster.
Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Let me see if maybe it's in here. Yes, I found it. Yes, there it is. The logo for Paramount Plus.
Don't do my Paramount Plus like that, sweetie. Okay? I love Paramount Plus. Thank you for not ever striking me, sweetie. I love you. I love WOW Presents. I love World of Wonder. I love MTV, VH1. I ride with y'all 24/7, sweetie.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it. I need to make a logo for Paramount Plus and to put a fucking dog in there.
I'm not entertaining this conversation. I'm good.
And then if you see in brackets, the tagline says for N61 the house down boots. And if anyone knows what that means, actually bonus point because that is a Reddit reference from like 5 years ago. So if anyone actually knows the meaning of that, you will be surprised. Oh, good. But Edie loves Paramount.
Yes, I love all of them. Okay, you got a problem with that, sweetie?
Absolutely
they're
not.
all my
Free
sisters.
love.
Okay.
Free love for everyone.
Yes, shout out to Paramount Plus, World of Wonder, RuPaul, Michelle Visage, the hilarious Ross Matthews.
No, not
Mel
the hilarious Ross
Ginsburg.
Matthews.
Okay, fuck that bitch. But Mel Ginsburg, Santino Rice, all of them, sweetie. We love all of them.
Not Santino. Not Santino.
Wait, is he cancelled? Okay, fuck him too. What did he do, sweetie? What did he do?
No, it's one moment I need to compose myself. So basically it came out on Twitter. Well, I'm laughing because it makes me laugh. I cannot help it. I don't know if he had mental issues or whatever, but he started getting crazy on Twitter or Instagram, whatever it is, basically saying that the vaccine was bullshit and you need a healthy lifestyle. You know, all of this bullshit that it's responsible for people actually dying, because a ton of people have been dying since this. You know, it started, I think, with Robert De Niro, something like 12 or 15 years ago, where a bogus article, scientific article, found a connection that then it was disproved between vaccination and autism. And it was disproved both because the study was technically insufficient and because definition of autism is scientifically problematic. It's very, very undefined. So all of this was
Santino
disproved.
said that.
No. This is the background. And then from that, this whole anti-vaccine movement started and basically flourished. And Santino came out with this bullshit. So people were like, "Oh my god, how can you say?" I mean, you are a person with reach. You are supposed to be responsible when it has to do with people's lives. You know?
Is that why he was taken off the show?
No, it was not why he was taken off the show. This happened afterwards.
Oh, well, fuck you, Santino. Stupid bow bitch. Girl, who else don't you like? Tell me, I get him right now.
Oh my god. I mean, some people. Then there was Lucian, but Lucian, I think he really had.
Oh, Lucian
sort of
Piani, yeah,
mental
I think he had
breakdown.
something up with him.
Yeah, I think he had like a diagnosis. I think he was actually going through things. So, no, Santino.
We're not coming on mental health. Everyone take care of yourselves physically, but most importantly, mentally.
Yeah, absolutely. People don't really underestimate it. Wait a moment. There's a comment. Hey Teika says there is an excellent video essay on the history of the anti-vax movement, and that paper by H Bomber Guy. Yes, I know the H Bomber Guy. That is a name that I already heard on YouTube. I think I also saw some videos of it. Yeah, it's a long story. I mean, it's mostly based on fear and people's ignorance, which is the fucking basic of business today. People used to be creative and put in the work, and now we have this kind of shit. But it is how it is. You know how I feel about my health. You know how I feel about health in general, and you know how I feel about all of you guys. Because you don't know, sometimes I had this thing called the TED Talks, when I go into excruciating details into explaining things that have absolutely nothing to do with Drag Race. And one time I had to do the AIDS talk. And undetectable doesn't mean untransmissible. It means very low chance of being actually transmissible,
even if
only
undetectable,
in
always
some specific cases. Yes, because I mean, it's a campaign that it's made to actually help reducing the damage that it's done by the stereotype that people with AIDS have to live with. But all of that cannot come at the expense of healthy people thinking, yes, we can fuck bear and call it a day and nothing is going to happen, because the studies that actually proved it in quotes, they are incredibly scientifically problematic and difficult to make, but problematic nonetheless. So I mean, I won't go out there shouting this to the world, but to my people that I actually talk to, protect yourselves. That's
always.
How am I going to say it? No, I'm saying this because when we had the episode with the mature gays coming on Drag Race, there was Anna who said, well, I am HIV positive. Remember, protect yourselves. And my partner turned out and said, well, tell that to Trinity. So, you know, not to say that Trinity didn't protect herself, but because she used the show as a platform to push this message that detectable means untransmissible, which is not false in itself, but it's only partially true. Partial truth can really put people in danger. So that was the whole thing. It was, I mean, Sen says, I agree, let's do a phone prank on Todrick.
Oh, don't speak about that bitch. Okay, stop it. Watch Todrick knock my door, be like, you was talking shit about me on YouTube. Beat me up or some shit.
Fantasia has arrived. Fantasia, welcome. Fantasia is our oldest supporter. Like when I started the show, there were like
Aww.
5 people. I was doing my live with literally 5 people. I didn't even need people to at me because there were like 3 comments in there.
Fantasia's
Fantasia
an
was there.
OG, sweetie.
Fantasia
When I
is my
think of
mom.
Fantasia, I think of that singer, the one who sings like that. She's an American singer. She's amazing.
The one that was on American Idol?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they had a lip sync to one of her songs in season 3. It was
Yeah.
the charitable queen of Puerto Vallarta versus Alexis Mateo.
Who is this charitable queen? Say their
Shangela.
name, because oh, Shangela. Oh,
Shangela.
okay. Listen, okay, I've been watching this show since it was on Logo. Okay, I'm that old. Been watching this shit since it was on Logo. I don't remember these secret names, yoga. But Shanji is actually really sweet. Shout out to the House of Edwards. Shout out to them. Love them.
Well, there was a moment in which everybody was forced to stay home for some reason that we cannot still say on YouTube. And 3 people decided to say, you know what, fuck it, we're going on vacation. While you all are being responsible, protecting yourselves, protecting the people who cannot protect themselves. And those people went on vacation and then didn't give a shit about it. That's why, I call them the queens, the 3 queens of Puerto Vallarta. And Shenja was one of them because after she was
What does
being called
Puerto
out,
Vallarta mean?
Puerto Vallarta is a place in Mexico, I think,
Okay.
where people go for. I think there is like a gay community, a very big gay community in there, and people go there to party. I would really don't know. Maybe the similar thing that we have in Europe is Mykonos. But basically, yeah, they go in there and party. So they basically went in there and
Okay.
party without a mask, without giving a shit. I mean, everybody would have loved to simply go out and go to a club. They went on vacation, and then they didn't even acknowledge what was happening, which is the part that rubs me the wrong way. Like, I can understand a lot of things, but at least own whatever you did. Then we can discuss about your motivations, and maybe I can be reasonable, I can be unreasonable, and others can think whatever they want about it. But at least acknowledge the things that you actually did. And Shangela came out after she was calling out instead of apologizing. What she did was posting picture of saying, "Hey, look how much food I bought for this community." And people were like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is going?" First of all, if you want to do charitable things, you don't need to shout about it because it's not a good look. First. Second, it comes after you have been called out. So from that moment on, she became the charitable queen of Puerto Vallarta. At least on this
Well,
channel.
I can't say nothing because in England, our prime minister was partying during lockdown.
Good lord.
So, yep.
Good lord. There was a whole movement online calling all of these people the COVIDiots. I love
Yep.
that.
Nikita Dragon, all of them.
I love that. I mean, you at those moments, you really see people who don't give a shit about anything but themselves. Like literally anything but themselves. And this was even before we actually had the vaccines. I mean, think about that. I don't know. I will never get over that. I will never get over that. Most of all because I felt the consequences. So I will never get over that. But I try to talk about it as little.
Girl, I caught COVID, sweetie. I thought my body was so weak. I was like, in my bed. Like I couldn't move or nothing. But I'm alive.
I was on
I'm
live stream
alive.
while I had COVID. I actually had. Oh,
You put your
we
viewers
said
at
it too
risk,
much.
sweetie.
Yes, because it can be transmitted the internet as well. We need to be careful. We need to be careful. That's why it's always important to always use the internet equivalent of a condom, which refuse to sponsor us. But if they want to, you are more than welcome. But apart from that,
I've got the comments up. Let me read the comments while you talk. Okay.
Yeah, I really need to go to smoke a cigarette. So we have 2 options. Either, if you want to stay, you're welcome to stay as long as you want. Either you entertain the crowd while I go smoking a cigarette, or we all take collectively
Sweetie,
a pause.
get out the room. I'm gonna entertain them. Piss off.
Okay.
Let me speak to them.
Guys, I leave you to
Hi,
Edie. I go for smoking.
everybody.
I'll be back in 3
Hello,
minutes.
my children of the internet. So I'm here to talk to all of y'all today. What's goody? I can see your comments. Blazing Bard, House of Down Boots. Is it Seneca Fuller? Sweetie, did you put your government name on here? Hello, Weaselmans. Hi, Deluxe. Hi, Slendy. Hello, Georgie. Hola. What, you got a Harry Potter name, sweetie? Hi, Nelson. So what's good, y'all? What's goody? I'm here to entertain y'all. Ask away. If you got a question, I got an answer. God, Edie said my name. I am wet. Not wet. I keep my shit on the real. Okay. Hi, Pam. Let me see. How was your day? It was good. It was good. Do I want to join a cult, sweetie? I don't think so. Okay, you're not gonna take my money, my dignity, my freedom. Who am I rooting for? I'm rooting for Sasha, Anitra, Selena. That's who I'm rooting for. Hi, Julie. Hi, Damien. What is my favorite food? Let me not be inappropriate. I love everything. I love all sorts of food. Okay, where do I live? I live in England, as you should. Hi, it's so nice to listen to in a longer format. Oh, thank you, Joey. I appreciate you. Who is the Miss Congeniality of the season? Oh, that's difficult. They'll probably give it to Sasha, I'm sure. They'll give it to Sasha. Edie, what name do you have for your supporters? Deranged. Sick and twisted. What are you doing back, sweetie? Do you do drag? Not no more. I used to do drag a long time ago, but not no more.
You
How am I
don't know
doing?
this. You don't know this.
How
but
are you?
the Deranged Queen is my drag queen name. That's when I sing my parody.
Is it?
Yes, I sing them under the name the Deranged Queen.
It makes sense, okay? Because you was talking all that shit off of live. When you come on live, you want to be all nice and pretty, top, huh? You want to be all we are the world on here. But before, you was having a very violent tchotchke moment backstage, sweetie.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm joking. My background is Malaysia and India. Can you please sing Shake It Up? What the fuck is that? Is that some Taylor Swift song?
No, Shake It Up is the song that we use on this channel whenever we want to take a pause. It's basically a song that it's not copyrighted. It's a beautiful song, actually. I really like it. It's it makes you want to shake it up. And I found it on American Dad. Basically, they were doing a parody of The Accused, the movie where Jodie Foster won an Oscar, her first Oscar. And I don't know if you're comfortable with the topic of the movie, whatever. There is basically Roger dancing on a bar and asking everybody if they want a piece of her, and she won't accuse anyone. You know, it's Seth MacFarlane kind of humor,
Okay.
which vibes with me because I have a very fucked up sense of humor. I'm like, we can joke about everything as long as we are all in on the joke. So, and I adopted that song and I actually play it on channel. Everybody knows.
Is that what was playing at the start?
No, that was A Little Bit of Land, which goes a long, long way.
Oh, okay. Why was it singing like that? Who sang that?
I was singing.
You? Oh, sweetie. You know, I used to be a vocal coach, right?
Yeah, but you don't
Christ
understand the falsetto singing. It's part of the brand of the Deranged Queen. How else could she sing? That's all part of the fantasy, you know?
Okay.
Well, if you would like to participate in a future song parody, they are all about fracking, all of them, because we are environmentally conscious. But if you would like to participate, you are very much welcome. The next one is going to be Frack Tonight, originally by
Um,
RuPaul and Lucian Piani. Yes.
I'll have to listen to it first, sweetie. You know, I am recording original music at the moment, and
Plug
I
yourself.
did.
Where do we find this original
Well,
music?
a lot of people don't know this, but Miss Edie a long time ago before they were Edie. I actually was like a hood famous in England, and I've done TV shows in England. I don't like to acknowledge too much of it because it's a different version of me, but I've done around 4 reality shows in England, and I actually filmed like pilots for like Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that. So I actually did a lot of music back then. And I left the label and I changed my whole being as a human being. And now I'm actually working on original music. I just finished a song like last year with a Grammy nominated producer, Bew Alice, and working on a lot of original music. Also, can I quickly actually plug something? Like for real, plug something?
You don't understand one thing. Whenever which I don't invite many people, because as you should know by this point, I only invite people in here that I actually like as human beings, which means you are the
Aw.
third person that I invited here in
Ah,
3
you're
years.
so sweet, sweetie pie. Goochie goo.
So, and I always forget to ask people, where do we find you? If people want to find things that you do, plug yourself a little bit. I always forget, so I'm trying to remember that. So I'm like, yes,
But
absolutely, plug yourself a little bit.
so the thing I wanted to plug is not Drag Race related, but ladies and gentlemen, so I'm doing my music, I'm doing, YouTube and whatnot. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the director and producer and the host of the Metaverse's first ever reality show. It's a dating show. It's called OED's Metaverse of Love. And it's going to be completely filmed in the metaverse. This is the first of its kind. I'm hosting it. I have, the name, I have the channel ready, I've got everything ready. This is going to be the first ever reality dating show based in the metaverse. And I am the producer and director and creator of the show.
Are there
And
going to be naked people in there?
no, okay, but
Oh,
everyone is 18 plus. We've had some crazy things going on. So we filmed a pilot episode, and it was really good. So there's a little thing is what a lot of people on my YouTube don't know, but in the metaverse, I'm like a lot of people know who I am because I do videos on TikTok where I fight racist people and I fight I call predators out on them, and I get very vicious. My mouth on TikTok is very bad compared to my mouth on YouTube. I tell people horrible things on there, and those videos had blown up. So in the metaverse, a lot of people know who I am. So this show has come to fruition. There is under my main YouTube channel, there is a channel linked what is around 2.5 thousand subs. That is the channel that it's going to be uploading on. So these are real people. These are real people.
plug
They're going to
the
be in
link.
virtual reality.
Plug the link. We
Yeah.
want the link. Meanwhile, while
Eh.
we wait for you to fetch the link, let me provide the link to the poll on which lip sync we are going to review next week. There we go. While you fetch the link. So since we're going
I'm
to
very quick, sweetie.
Did you fetch it already?
Yeah, I typed it.
Is fetch the right word? Because I like it. I like how it sounds.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're talking to a dog, sweetie. You calling me a dog?
Oh my god,
Did
is
I
that
go
a dog
rough?
thing?
Yes, fetch. Fetch
Oh
the
my
bone.
god. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
it's okay. Fetch is also fetch, as in, Mean Girls fetch.
Are you calling me Thatch?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am.
Are you
I
fetch
must admit,
shaming me?
I am very fetch. Yes, I am very fetch. I call
Did
myself
you?
a
Did you?
fetchhead.
Have you seen Mean Girls? Have you seen Mean
Yes,
Girls?
yes, of course I saw.
Can I
Mean Girls.
say something? There's a joke which nobody understood until now. So at the start when Regine is saying that Janice is a lesbian,
No.
right? When she's like, she's a lesbian. Like, y'all know, right? In the chat. They said Janice was a lesbian. And in the end, she reveals that she was Lebanese. But Regine thought she was a lesbian and not
Oh my
Lebanese.
god.
So the running joke through the movie was everyone thought she was lesbian, but really she was just Lebanese.
Oh my god, no, I
Isn't that
didn't
funny
catch
as
that.
hell?
I
That
watched
is
that when I was a
hilarious.
kid, so I was like, I didn't have this refinement. Also, if you
That is
watch it in
funny.
original language, probably you get the joke because I watched it dubbed, so probably it was
Oh.
lost in the in translation. Blazing said they made the same joke in Glee at some point. Oh, look at
Glee
Blazing.
copied.
Blazing is a super faggot. You don't know. One time we were having game night, and he has like
Please, that's a
long
gay
hair.
sex. Oh my god.
He has long hair
Yeah.
and was filling his oats with a cigarette between his hand. You know when you need to stretch your index and middle finger, and
Yeah.
that the cigarette held at the very, very tip of your index and middle finger, and then take a very short puff out of your cigarette. That's how he was smoking. That's how Blazing
Aww.
smokes.
Oh, that's what old white rich women do. That's how they smoke, sweetie.
Yes,
They smoke the
yeah,
exact
he
same
was feeling
way.
his oats. He was feeling his
Mhm.
oats. Oh, good lord!
Can you sing your song live, please?
Which song?
Your theme song.
Really? Do we want to
Yes.
expose people to that? Only if you join.
I ain't joining. Okay, you're gonna give us a solo, and then I'll perform a song if you perform a song. I make sure it's copyright free.
Okay.
Of course.
Keep in mind that it's midnight and a half. My partner is sleeping, and it's going to kill me
I
tomorrow.
don't want no
A
excuses.
little bit of land goes a long, long way. If you believe fracking is okay. There we go. That's as much as we
Wow,
did.
sweetie, you really do.
Yeah, I'm feeling
my
my oats when
God.
I'm really feeling my oats.
That
when I
was
sing
interesting,
deranged.
sweetie.
You don't
Okay.
know because next month it will be 3 years of this show, and in my mind I have all of this sketch prepared, this big celebration where people will actually get to see the deranged queen. The problem is I still haven't recorded the song, I still haven't made a dress for myself, and I still
You know, I
haven't
can help
gone...
you. I could mix and master your song because I'm a musical genius. I studied music for 5 years.
You can make me sound good?
I can make you sound good, sweetie.
Really? You can
Yes,
make
you'll
me
be like, Jason Derulo, like, love grows on your
Do I have to pay
way.
you? Because I'm not making that much
No,
from the
sweetie.
channel.
I don't charge. Listen, this is one rule with me. If you help me and you don't ask me for money, I'm never going to ask you for money. Okay?
Then we have a
So,
deal. Then we
support
have a
and support.
deal.
It only take me a minute to do anyway.
Well, I can send you something. If you can work a little bit of magic in it, it would be great.
Yeah.
Because,
I can.
I have a lot of things in my fantasies and then I never bring them to fruition. But I really wanted to do this, at least as a celebration of this big community of people that somehow, for some reason, created around the show and started creating the Discord, and that everybody joined on Discord, and you can actually have a conversation with these
Yeah.
people. And I'm really proud of the community that's behind it, which is not big in terms of number, but it's big in terms of humanity. So I would
And
really,
love and
really love to
support.
celebrate that. That's why I want, since they always, oh, do you do
Aw.
drag? No, I don't do drag. I don't even shave. So,
Ooh, okay, come on, Osama. Yes.
so I'm like, if I have to stay true to my brand quotes, then the deranged queen is going to be deranged. And I have all of this
Are you gonna look deranged?
Absolutely yes. Absolutely
Ooh,
yes.
okay.
So I have all of this sketch with all of these scenes already edited in my mind. The problem is I still haven't recorded the fucking song, and I still haven't gotten out filming, because there's also one thing. I don't tell people where I am from, because I talk
Yeah,
a
we
lot of
spoke about
shit
that.
sometimes. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all in good heart, but still, there are a ton of people who never take the time, and they can come for you in real life. So I try to take everything.
Don't say
as-
that, sweetie. I'm gonna get scared.
No, but it happens. So since I don't want any problems for me, for my partner, for our families, I try to be like, okay, let's not discuss where we are from. I mean, in a way, I am very lucky because I am from one country and I developed a different accent from that country. Then I moved to another country and my accent changed as well based on that.
Yeah.
So it's very mixed and I try to take advantage of that. So the problem is I want to film outside and I would like to film at a gas station because I mean it's a song about fracking. I am deranged, so of course.
Oh, you want to make a music video?
No, not really a proper music video, but I want to have scenes in there, you know,
Okay.
like for example, blowing a gas station hose, for example. You know, it's something that would fit the brand very much.
Yeah.
Or you know, things like that. The problem is I have to find a way so that people don't see, oh my god, yes, I can see that specific gas station is like in Malaysia. That's where you're from. So, you know.
Well, I'm from England, and if you got a problem with it, pull up or shut up. I ain't top. I will whoop your motherfucking ass, okay?
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
I'm only 5'6", sweetie. Oh my god, I'm so feminine and small. Oh my god.
So sweet. Then the kids come to the balls.
Okay, so okay, this song I'm gonna sing for you. You are gonna tell me what you want, and I'm gonna sing it and make it into a song.
Okay.
Give me anything.
Okay. I can send you the lyrics and you sing it. What about that?
I mean, I can do that. Listen, no, you don't make me sing your song, and you're gonna bloody keep that shit. Okay, give me any topic you want. Okay,
but wait. If you can sing my songs and make them sound beautiful, that is more power to you. How about?
No, don't try that bullshit with me, sweetie. Tell me, damn.
You don't understand. I am secretly trying to draw you into this.
I know. What is this? You know what? I'm gonna do a song called "Top is a Bottom." Okay.
Everybody knows that. Let's start with the brand. Everybody calls me Top.
Everybody, see if everybody knows this. Hit it, DJ.
And I'm like.
Wait, let me get it set up for you properly.
Is it copyrighted, the song?
No, it's not.
Good. Because you know YouTube like that.
Well, it says it's free for profit beat. So
oh, then it's fine.
Well then, okay. Well then, if they screw you over and lie, don't blame me for it, sweetie. Do we? Okay. Are we good? Should I do it?
You can do it, and this is also your last chance to sing a piece. Well, can you also sing a piece of my song afterwards? I would really appreciate it.
We'll see. Can you hear the music?
I can hear the music.
We got Top. It's naughty and nice. You're a flop. You still standing spice. Now he's here. Had a queer. Sometimes fierce. Yeah. If you want him, you got him. Top is a bottom. Yeah. If you want it, bend over. Show that you want it from top.
Yes, you give it to
from
me.
Top. Everybody, thanks. Subscribing to Top on YouTube.
She's a bottom, baby.
Y'all better subscribe. Okay. Who's gonna rap? Give me some vocals. Yeah, go higher. good. He gon' sit on his man's wood. You know that shit's so good. How does it feel? Are you riding it? Are you trying it? Igniting it? Subscribe, sweetie. Take it home. Give him a whistle note.
I cannot unless I squeeze my balls. Damn. That was amazing.
Yeah, okay, let's stop now. That's too much music. Too much music.
That was
Aw.
amazing.
It was cute.
Okay, I'm sending you 4 lines of lyrics. You know the song. If you don't know the song, I'm writing it to you. It would be amazing if you could sing this.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do with this song. Okay, so I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna see how it is. I'm gonna tell you to record it, and then if I feel like it sounds horrible, then I'll try recording it. You know,
No,
but
no, no,
if
no, no, no,
yours
no,
is
no, no.
okay,
No, 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 no. Let's do it like this. I sent you the lyrics. You are a talented woman. You can pick them up immediately and sing them for us. People are going to blow their minds.
you want me to do it now?
Yes.
Let me find a free beat.
No, no, no. You know which song is this?
What?
On Discord. I wrote you privately on Discord.
Oh, but tomorrow I keep staying.
Yes. But get into it. Get into it.
I can't get into it like
Come on,
that.
get into it.
I can't.
Please.
But it's not rhyming. It's not land
Yes.
population.
Just, don't worry. Just go with it. Come on, go.
Wait, let me sing it in my head. Okay, I mean, it's gonna not sound like the song, but y'all think it is.
Okay.
Fuck tomorrow and keep staying the land. Make the world deal with population. Feel the greed now in your souls. Get your wallets and lose control. Make
That's
it go.
perfect. That's perfect.
Well,
Well, it's actually
not
there is an accent on "fuck tomorrow," like you really believe it. Like you're like, I don't give a shit about tomorrow. I just want
Listen,
money.
okay,
Give
I ain't
me
on
money.
RuPaul's
Yeah,
Drag Race,
when
sweetie.
you feel
Okay,
it, you'll be like, yeah, fuck tomorrow, and keep slaying the land.
I mean, see if okay, I ain't doing this right now, sweetie. Okay, because I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm being held hostage. I'm clapping.
She's not being held hostage. Oh yeah,
Can I
maybe.
eat, please? Can I have a sandwich, please? Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me.
Dude, I wrote this parody like 2 years ago, and I was like, we're going to make it into a big celebration. It never happened. I never found the time to do it.
If you do it, I'll mix it. How about that?
That's amazing. That's amazing. Like, I've been trying for years to find if somebody could help me with that, because I mean, I don't care of sounding good. I think that everybody understand the jokes behind it.
Yeah.
I like singing. I think I can reasonably hold a note, but I'm by no means a singer. And I like, the sound that's a little rough around the edges. The problem is that with the next one, I cannot hit those notes. I cannot.
Auto-tune's got you, sweetie.
Okay, I'll send you a sample, and then you
Got
tell
it?
me.
So here, let me show you. So this is a song I mixed. What I'm gonna show you. So it's actually my own song. I sang and wrote this song. And I can make you sound like this, Sugar Lamp. Here, look.
Move like you're on a flex. Feel the rhythm flow from my head straight to my toes. Drop it like BTS. Move like you're on a flex. Feel the rhythm flow from my head straight to my toes.
Then you dance, sweetie, and turn it up.
Feel the rhythm flow from my head straight to my
Amazing.
toe.
I can make you sound star, sweetie. Okay, you're gonna be the Jennifer Lopez to me. I got you.
Oh my god, we're going to do this. Next week I'm going to record it. But it's going to be rough. Like what I send you is going to be rough.
It's okay.
Okay. And I'll send you also the materials that I have. The chat keeps asking, are you being held hostage?
Yes. I
I'll
need
say
help. Someone help me. Top. I've made so many video reactions for you. Please let me out. I did 10 videos on Friday. Isn't that enough for you?
Oh, good lord, we got out of hand. Like, seriously. But it's a celebration. I mean, this is the last live stream on this channel. So it feels correct. It really feels correct. Really feels correct. Wisselman says, Edie, please wear pink next video if you're being held
Sweetie, I don't need to
hostage."
wear pink where my pussy is not pink. It's actually not. Okay. I don't have one. I have a lady dick. Thank you very much. So I don't want no transphobic comments in the chat. Okay.
We used so many words that we are not supposed to be used. YouTube is going to
I can use the
demonetize
word
the
lady
live
dick.
stream.
What? I can use the word.
YouTube is going to
Like,
demonetize the shit
no,
out of the...
no. The
Trust and
things
believe.
I say.
Trust and
No.
believe. Trust and believe. I don't know what I said the last live stream. I don't know. But I received an email from YouTube saying, hey, your live stream does not, what did they say? It only has limited advertisement because we found out that your content is not suitable for most advertisements.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, good lord, I make literally
honestly, I
$10.
think they're coming after you.
I'm making literally $10 from the ads on the live stream. And I'm like, can I fucking keep those $10 at least? No, you cannot. You have to do it for free.
Yeah, I think maybe you need to contact the support because I be saying some foul ass shit in my lives and videos. So
Yeah, it will be happening, but don't worry, it's not that big of it. At this point, I used to be like, oh my god, YouTube demonetized this, demonetized that, but then I realized, you know what? At the very end of the day, what can you do about it? You can appeal, but not once I appealed and they said, oh yes, it's okay. It never really works. I mean, I basically gave up. Basically gave up. But I have it here. Wait a moment. Where is it?
is monetization worth it? Petition to make Edie's fandom sweeties. I'm not Swedish. What?
Oh, there we go.
Monetization is good. Okay, I love WoW Presents. I love World of Wonder. I love Peacock and all of them. Limited. You see, that's what they did to my video with Mistress, and that's why I had to blur the body out.
Yeah.
It did that exact same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's YouTube. It's, you know what I always say. Thank God we don't rely on YouTube for paying bills,
Sweetie,
paying rent,
speak for
getting
yourself.
money for
Okay.
food. Yeah, I do. I mean, I do understand the fact that you do it, but thank God we don't, because I would be royally fucked. And YouTube, I mean, in the end, it's been basically good with you. I mean, apart from what the algorithm does automatically. But at the end of the day, in almost 7 years that I am on this platform, creating content on this platform, I only have known of 2 people for whom YouTube actually stepped in. A human being at YouTube stepped in and said, we are going to revoke this strike because this does not follow the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. This is a fake, quote, strike. We are going to manually remove it. Period. 2 people. One was Stephanie Sterling, the the person that created the Gymquisition, you are the second person.
You know that I got a copyright strike from Drag Race España a long time ago, and I threatened to fight it, and they revoked it.
Really?
Yeah, España. They got me, and I fought it. I don't remember exactly how it happened, but I fought it with them, and they revoked it themselves or something like that.
Never happened to me.
And nothing. The strike was gone, and then they let me upload after.
No, never happened to me. I always had to go the legal route. Always. Every single time. Every single time I had to go the legal route, which is unbelievable when you think about it. Especially in times when we were not even monetized. But I mean, stuff that I've talked about for already. But no, it never happened to me. Every time I appealed a video being basically demonetized, because that's what that icon means. It means that you get 5% of what you would normally get. It never worked. Every time we would get a copyright claim or a strike, I always had to go there. It was never easy. Nothing was ever easy on YouTube. The only one thing that was easy was when I needed to change my AdSense account. So the channel would be demonetized and then remonetized with the new AdSense account, and it went flawless. Like in a matter of 4 hours, YouTube had everything sorted out and everything was back to normal. That was the only one thing.
For me, YouTube have always been amazing. They've always been so some tea about my YouTube channel is this a channel originally was a gaming channel.
Really?
I used to play games on it like years and years and years ago. I was playing Gary's Mod, like really long time ago. And then back 10 years ago, I was uploading videos on Facebook, Drag Race videos on Facebook. And on there, it was really nice. I had amazing guests on there, like Chad Michaels and like just really, really talented queens on there. And then I'd moved to YouTube later on, but I was doing a lot of content, and I had my own like review show, but it was for England because I was trying to make them bring Drag Race to the UK.
Yeah.
And on there, I had like the Vivian on there, Cheddar Gorgeous, all like these very well-known queens were on the show, and that's how I became friends with almost every queen on these franchises, because I was doing this show from so long ago when Drag Race wasn't as big as it is now.
That's amazing. I mean, I talked to some queens, not many, but I talked to some of them, and to all of them, I always said the same thing. Like, if you want to be World of Wonders Good Grace, do not associate with us.
Let me hang up right now,
nice
sweetie,
it's
because
nice.
I'm World of Wonders main bitch, okay? I'm their YouTube bitch. They love me. I love them. I love you, bitch. I love you, motherfucker. World of Warcraft. Oh my God, World of Wonder. Y'all are my my heroes, okay? I love you so much, and keep those checks coming in, sweetie. And I got you. Thank you.
Well, World of Wonder stopped claiming our content. That is something that we have to be happy about. That is stop. I mean, it's not like
I'm reacting.
It's not like there was any legitimate claim for a couple of things that they came, and it wasn't even them directly.
Can I spell some tea real quick?
Yes.
Can I spell some tea? Everybody expect some YouTube drama. I ain't gonna say names, okay? I ain't gonna say names, but let's just say certain channels are gonna be there's gonna be some drama involving some channels real soon. Not involving me, not involving Top, not involving Hero, not involving, Bussy, not involving, but there's some channels and some drama is gonna occur. And all I'm saying is it's gonna be nice that I am not in the front seat, okay? But that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm waiting to see how this is going. You don't know, but I have a series that I'm trying to start since September, because a lot of bullshit has been happening. And I don't think we basically live in how can I say, not a time, but here on YouTube, basically there is this thing that at the smallest thing, people start calling things out, people start stirring shit, people start making drama because it's a business. And I have went through some of the worst shit, and I said nothing. And I have seen people doing some of the worst shit, and I said nothing. So there are a ton of people, because I don't know if you have an idea of this, but we are probably one of the most influential Drag Race channel that nobody talks about. Because we don't get that many views. But the people who then have their own channels at some point in time, they all come because we put in the work. So I've seen a lot of shit, and I always minded my business. And at some point I said, you know what? It's been enough. It's been enough. There is too much shit, and I cannot go on like this.
Speak your shit, sweetie.
So
Call them the fuck out.
I'm going to speak my shit. The problem is, I need to find the time to do it because I've been trying to start this series for 6 months, and it's not happening. Think about this. Sarcasm, which is a user on the Discord, created a trailer for the series that it's still not starting. So it's going to be interesting. Blazing said, Content Farm the sequel, the return of old McMother.
Oh, there's a new Content Farm channel as well.
One?
I mean, no, well, there's the one we spoke about before, allegedly, but there's one who everyone in Drag Race is calling out, and they call like Queen something something. I don't know their full name, but their videos are made exactly the same as Butterface, and I, I mean, listen, just be when y'all are watching channels, if you see a video that's like top 10 Drag Race mistakes caught on camera and it's not a real voice, and you've seen this video several times before, just keep your eyes on the ball.
Yeah, think about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Kat in the chat says, if you lip sync, please remember your own words. Add top RPDR videos. I'll try to remember my own.
You should just do a bad lip sync. It'd be more iconic, honestly.
All of my lip syncs are bad lip syncs. We
See,
pretend
but
like they're good, but
on
they're not.
YouTube, like you are a lot more, restrained than I am. I was raised in a place called Birmingham in England, and we are very mouthy individuals, and my whole life I've always liked to, say what I'm thinking. So when I've met people, like that whole drama between, you remember when that Bussy Queen and me and Nina Bonina Brown, where this whole
how
thing
can
where
I
I called out
forget?
Bussy? Yeah, I honestly, me and Bussy both got so much hate because of this. It was ridiculous. And like, I did not think that it was so bad for me to say what I said, because I'm just used to saying what is on my mind. Like, if there's a content creator I don't like, I'm going to make it known that I don't like them. It's not me attacking them, but if someone says to me, what content creators don't you like? I would say names. Like,
No, I will not say it. I will not say
you're
it.
too sweet. Okay, you and that Bussy of yours are so sweet, sweetie.
Thank you.
You're so innocent and pure.
No, I'm not. But then again, no, because there is a problem. When you have a platform, you also have to take into account that people will misconstrue what you mean. It's not that some of them are clearly being nasty, but at some point it's just a statistical inevitability. Period. It's the fact that you are one people, and on the other side, you can have 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 people getting an idea of what you are actually saying. So, when you have that kind of responsibility, it's always useful to take a step back and think about how you want to word yourself. Like, I never really say I don't like something, because when you say that, I don't know if this is something of the English language, but in my original language, it's not like. When you say I don't like something, the message that gets on the other side is that you are doing your best in order to destroy that thing that you don't like. And that it's not what it means in my mind when I think I don't like something. It means I don't enjoy it.
Oh. Yeah, that's what it means in English. If I don't like something, it means that I don't care to waste energy on said thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. When which is different from saying like I hate something, because like hate is a strong feeling. It means that you invest time and energy into it. You know, hate like love is a commitment. So for
Yeah.
me, it means that. Like if I say I hate that, it means I will look out to destroy that thing that I despise, you know? So, but when you say I don't like something, that is what people get. And
Uh,
I don't understand if it's a cultural thing, if it's something that has to do with the language, or it's just an attitude that some people have. But I always tend to say, to word myself different. Like I say, whatever this person is serving, it's not my thing.
yeah, you're a bit more classy in that sense, for
Did you
sure.
just call me class? Oh my god, this is a first.
I mean, I'm calling you classy in the way you say. It's not your.
Okay.
I would say fuck that bitch, like fuck Jeffree Star, fuck Todrick Flop. You know, fuck them. And peace to the world.
Damien says, Birmingham is iconic.
No, it is not, sweetie. We have everything from ISIS living here to all sorts of, crazy individuals. So I know about that.
Kat in the chat says, Kyla says as a video on her second channel, and it's drag queen talk, and she showed some receipts. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's the name.
Post a link. Post a link. We are curious.
I'm happy I'm on your channel doing this, okay?
Deluxe says, my dream is to live in Birmingham. Is it a nice place?
No, it's not. I just want to live with me.
You don't know where I used to live.
Where did you used to live, sweetie? Oh, you can't say it. You're on your live. I
in,
already
in
know.
in a bad place. I used to
And
live in
if
a
you ever
very
betray
bad
me,
place.
sweetie, everyone will know. Okay?
No,
So you better be nice
don't
to me,
dox
sugar lump.
us.
You better be nice to me forever and ever.
She got me. She got me. I am the one locked in the basement. You guys didn't get this. I'm just a
Plot
good actor.
twist.
Yeah, I mean there is a lot of content farming. People don't really realize the extent of it. But at the end of the day, and I'm going to talk more about these things, but for the moment, between you guys and me, between you and me, um, I do not even consider them the real problem, because these content farms, they are companies. So you expect these companies to go after profits alone. You expect to do the worst shit, thinking that you will never sue them and go through all of that in order to have your rights respected, not to have your stolen, not to have your ideas taken, not to be plagiarized. You expect companies to do this because they are faceless corporations. All of the steps inside the company are divided among tens of people, hundreds of people, and all of these people singularly don't really feel like they're doing something against you personally. They're just creating a small step in the chain of events that will eventually lead this company to steal your work and make money off of it. So it's a very different taking on the situation. For me, the real problem it's when you have people like us who don't give a shit, who should know how much it takes to do your research, how much it takes to create a script, how much it takes to edit a video, how much it takes to edit the audio, how much it takes to get it all together, review it, render it, upload it, dealing with YouTube, because sometimes YouTube has a problem, finds copyright claims or find things like it happened to you with the monetization, and you have to redo it again. Then you need to upload it. Once you have uploaded, you need to be present in the comment section. Sometimes people just come to the comment section to say whatever comes to their minds. Other times people really want to have a conversation, really have a question. So most of my activity on YouTube is to open conversations. So I try to be in the comment section and answer questions and discuss them with people. So there is all of this immense work behind it. And you have single people here on YouTube who should know what it means to create content for YouTube, and regardless of that, they don't give a shit. And that for me is the real problem.
And
That's
also
the
staying
real
up
problem.
late. Staying up late also. Because I live in England and every Friday I'm up till 5 a.m. editing and posting videos. So let that be known. This is not, I don't do these the next day. I don't have exclusive footage, what people accused me of having from WoW. I watch it live. I post my videos and edit them whilst whilst the night is going on. So I'm
Yeah.
literally up till 5 a.m. editing these videos and doing all these things. And then when we had the Philippines on, I was going to bed at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and waking up at 9 a.m. to film the Philippines.
Yeah, I know. I know it takes a ton of time. I mean, when I was like seriously reviewing the edit, I'm not doing it anymore because I don't have the strength to do it. But last year, for example, year before, what I was doing was, okay, the episode comes up here, I think it's available at 6 in the morning. So on Saturday, you wake up at 8 and you spend 1 to 2 hours to actually get the episode. Once you have the episode, you watch it. And then you watch on Tuck. Then you have lunch. Then you rewatch the episode and spend 3 to 4 hours taking track of all of the timestamps for all of the confessionals, making a screenshot of all of the confessionals, comparing all of them to realize which are actually different, then take notes of everything that they say, and that way you can track all of this and call the bullshit out when it happens, because a lot of the things that happen during confessionals is that they're cut and pasted from different times in order to make the queens say whatever the hell they want to say. So that would happen until 5 in the afternoon on a Saturday. Once you've done that, you take 1 hour pause, then you come back and you start organizing the review and the things that you want to talk about. Then, if God allows, you go for dinner, you go out for a drink. On Sunday morning, you open up, you organize your notes, you start taking all of the screenshots of the things that you need to talk about, you start creating all of the notes that you need for the live stream, because I need notes. Because I talk a lot I talk about a lot of different things, so I need to index them. I need to know what I'm talking about. Then you need to go on your Excel, start creating all of the charts, then edit them in Photoshop because they also need to look good. And then if you have everything prepared, Sunday night at 11, you start live streaming until 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Once you have done that, Monday is for free. You wake up on Monday at about 11 and you start editing the live stream into an actual episode. And then on Tuesday, you go back to work, and whatever time you find out in between, you use it to edit. That's shit.
Yeah, that's your editing process because you do a lot of that.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. I don't do it anymore because I was doing it thinking, okay, we do all of this at some point. We will make enough to pay an editor that can actually do all of this. And that moment never really came. So at some point, I'm like, I don't have the health to continue working like this.
Yeah.
So, I can understand that a company does not understand this because the singular people behind the companies are blind to all of this process. But other people like you and me who know exactly what was going on and regardless of that continue to fuck over other people, I'm like, you are literally the worst. You are the worst piece of shit human being on this platform. So
yeah, I think most people in our positions wouldn't be. I mean, the way your videos are is different to how my videos are. You have to get a lot of preparation for your videos to do them. For me, my whole process is 2 hours getting ready because I get into full glam, you know? Recently, I've been getting into a lot more full glam. Before, it's probably an hour, but now I take 2 hours. I get in full glam. So I've got to do my makeup, then I go live on YouTube to speak to people, and then I go live on Twitch, and then I do my viewing party. Then I get off, I edit the videos. I'm up till 5 a.m. after getting ready around 8 p.m. And then I go to sleep for a couple of hours. I would wake up 2 hours, do my makeup all over again, go and film Drag Race Philippines, edit these videos, and then I wouldn't be able to sleep again because I can't sleep when there's sunlight. So I will be up all day with the lack of sleep. And then on top of that, I was also back then posting, Roscoe stuff and this and that and that and that.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of commitment, and I mean, if you are making good money out of it, and that's all of the work that you're doing, then I mean, it's not ideal because
Yeah.
crunching for 3 days straight, it's never ideal. Like you should be working 8, 9 hours a day, period. Whatever you're working on, even if it's not work, even if it's just a hobby that it's taking up a lot of energy from, because it's not good, it's not healthy for you. But again, if you're doing that for 3 days a week and you get a good check from it and you can relax the rest of the week, then it kind of starts to make sense. But
Yeah.
if it is for all, uh, I mean, if at the end of the day it brings you $200 a month, it's like, I mean,
Mm.
it's a hobby. So a hobby should not be stressful. A hobby should not
Yeah.
come at the cost of your health, of getting to work and you're tired, or, you need to kind of resize a little bit, kind of change things
Yeah.
around and find way to make it work.
I'm very grateful that this is what I get to do for a living because honestly, imagine someone like me in a public place, the way I would get hated and beat the fuck up. Like I'm so lucky that I get to do this as an actual job.
Yeah, because you make good money out of it. Can we have a
Excuse me,
loan?
don't speak about my money,
Can we
sweetie.
have a loan? A heady loan is
Um,
coming.
yeah, 15% interest for you bitches. Just for you, sweetie, I'll make it 14% interest,
Thank
okay?
you.
Mates rates.
No, I'm just joking. I'm incredibly jealous. I had a guy
Don't.
in a good way.
Like, listen, if I ever honestly, like on some, I don't know if I should say this, but you know, I am like I'm very blessed to have and do this and I do this because I love this show. Like I don't know if people at World of Wonder, like I wish I could speak to them so they can see that before anything, I'm really a fan of the show. And I think maybe they've noticed that with me for how long I've done this for. Maybe they've noticed it and they're like, you know what, we're cool with you, whatever. But I always say always try to do more, more, and more, and more. I want to be successful. I want to be able to, buy my parents anything they want. I want to be able to, you know, next time I buy Yves Saint Laurent bag, I don't want to have to worry about how much it costs me. So that's why I'm doing the music. That's why I'm doing the reality show. That's why I'm doing YouTube. Because, you've got to put all opportunities where something could really blow up and hard work it always hires your chances of success.
Yeah, as long as it's also smart work.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's no, the thing that bothers me that I had a guy contact me on Twitter and says, "Well, your channel is doing great. Do you think you could use a editor?" And I was like,
Girl, that's the fun
"Where,
part for me.
where the
Editing
heck?"
is fun.
No, for me, it's not anymore. For me, it's what I do enjoy is the research. I do enjoy writing script. I do enjoy finding way to tell stories in interesting ways.
Hmm.
But editing, I mean, unless I literally sit down and the only thing that I have to do is just editing, but not just the video, something special. Like I've been working on a mini documentary, and that is something that I would enjoy edit. But in
Yeah.
general, editing like the live stream to make episodes, because let's be honest, a lot of people are interested in the work that we do, the way we do the reviews, but not in a 4 hours live stream. It's much better when it's compressed, like in a 20-30 minute videos. And I
Yeah.
do understand that it's completely legitimate. The point is, there has to be somebody who actually does that work and goes through these uh, hour and something of review and knows what
Well,
to
that's
cut,
being a
knows
YouTuber. You've
what
got to
to
do
keep.
everything.
Yeah, and I mean, the problem is if you cannot do it yourself, you need to have somebody that does it, and that somebody also deserves a fair compensation. So,
Uh-huh.
because I have had people actually coming and say, "Listen, I can help, but in good heart. I know the amount of work that goes behind it. I cannot ask anybody to take 10, 12 hours of their time and donate it so that they can edit a video for it." So I'm like, if I will ever make the money, I will sure contact you, sure, and we can bring back the show. Otherwise, it is the way it is. We're going to do it no matter what, because that's the
Well,
important
I
thing.
paying no bitch. I'ma edit my own shit, and I'ma spend that money on food. Okay. I'm gonna edit my own damn shit. I love editing. It's really fun for me. Like I feel like, like for example, like with this reality show, like I really feel like I feel like a drag race producer. The way I am mixing up people's words and shit, I'm like, oh my god, I get it. I get it. Scandalo. Like I get what they're doing. Huh?
No, editing is not something that I. Yeah.
So where's your man right now, sweetie? Huh?
He's sleeping.
Oh, why don't you go wake him up and make him happy? Huh? Why don't you go do that, sugar lamp? Why don't you show him who the top is, huh?
We're actually going through a rough period, so there is not much sugar going on.
Oh, you want me to beat him up?
You cannot, he's a mountain.
Sweetie, you ain't seen what I've got going on, okay? You want me to jump him? I can find some bitches to jump him with. Did he say something wrong to you? Huh? Did he nut on your forehead on accident? What happened, sweetie?
We're going through a rough patch, but I mean, it's nothing. It is serious, but it's not like, I don't think it's something that will injure our relationship. It's been together for
Okay,
more
let's
than a
not get too
decade.
deep. You remember you're on YouTube, okay? I don't want you to say something what's gonna be on YouTube forever.
No, it's okay. I don't mind. I mean, if it's things that people can learn something from it, I don't mind. After all, it's not like I'm saying what actually. But it's like it's okay if you go through a rough patch that feels like a really rough patch, because at the end of the day, much of being a long-term couple is dealing with shit. So sometimes the shit feels overwhelming and you need a little bit of distance. And then you take it and you make it work, because that's what being a family means, making it work. So that's what I want to say
You
about it.
sweet, sweetie.
But there
Aww.
will be no waking up in the middle of the night for crazy sexy time anytime
Girl,
soon.
go on. Dress up as like, I don't know, dress up in Jiggly's shiny foil outfit, what she wore on Drag Race. And do the splits on that dick.
Oh my god. We are definitely going to be demonetized after this.
No, you're not. If they demonetize you, tell me. Watch. I'll contact my YouTube person and be like, what are y'all doing to my sweetheart?
You know, when I do the lives, there is usually the YouTube in the streaming window that tells me like every 15 minutes, this would be a great moment to insert an ad, and they never do it. During this live stream, they never asked. So I'm like, they're not even trying. They know already.
No, they can't monetize you for this. Like, it don't work like that.
We'll see. I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll let you know tomorrow.
That'd be so, because I don't get it, because I've spoke about the worst things. I've talked about people, all sorts of crazy shit. So I don't know.
We have a comment. Feifei says, unrelated to anything, but did you see one of the queens on Roscoe's, I think Mistress, talking about production cutting her hair? Is this new? Or I have no idea, because since the people told me that actually eliminated queens get invited on Roscoe's before they actually get eliminated, and they get eliminated immediately after, I basically ignored Roscoe's altogether because I don't want to get any kind of spoiler. Especially, and this is something that Blazing was asking before, I will have a proper speculation video out next week. And that will be like the only speculations that are my final speculations. So I will bring up everything in there, and we will discuss that. So until that happens, in good or bad, like this happens like last year's when I said that Georgina Chacha was going to be to the top 4 until episode 500, and that she was eliminated. But apart from that, we like the fun of it. So no, I ignored Roscoe's. I don't know what went on in there. If production cut their hair or what happened? Papao says, what do you think about Lucy's editing? For me, she can be the villain. I don't think so. The professional
No,
is never a villain.
she's too sweet.
But they are trying to trigger her for sure. I think
That's,
Marsha is
yeah,
the villain.
they're not making her a villain. They're making her annoying.
Yeah.
I like her. Listen, y'all ain't gonna get me with this editing, but I love you. What a fun dance. Love you so much, sexy people.
Kat, I left Kayla's video link above. Where is the link? Oh my god, yes, YouTube doesn't allow links. That's amazing. Let me see if I can...
Kayla's really sweet. She did a video on my situation, and she was really supportive. So shout out to Kayla.
Kayla can be really rough when she wants to. I'm like, the image of that I have of Kayla
I'm
is like,
meeting all these new
I don't give a
people.
shit. This is bullshit. This is the image that I have.
Like I just met a bunch of content creators from this whole drama. What happened with the Roscoe's thing? I met so many content creators, and it's been so nice.
Yeah, it's amazing. There are some amazing people out there. There are some, not enough. But because
There don't need to be no more. Okay, I don't need someone trying to take my views, sweetie, and take my bag. So we're good. Okay, we can replace the content farms with other channels. Let's not get another OED.
There we go. Here is the video. One moment. No, because I wanted to post the link. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, that's why. Kat, that's why. There used to be a period in the very, very beginning when we were doing the live streams for season 12 where we would get bots coming to the live streams and pasting links to whatever kind of shit. So at that moment, I basically told YouTube, do not allow anybody to post links in the chat to prevent that. So unless somebody is moderators can post links, but anybody else cannot. And I completely forgot about that. This is the second time that it happened, but it's something that I did so many years ago that I completely removed that it happened, that there was a reason behind. I posted the link, but thank you for putting the title. It's much easier to find the link. Papao says to Edie, which is Edie with 1D. We want the name for
the other D off, sweetie. Yeah?
It's not Eddie, it's Edie.
The D is being cut off as Edie. Yeah?
We have no extra D in there. One is more than enough. We want the names for the upcoming drag channel drama.
Okay, so this is the reason why I don't think it'll be smart for me to name names, because I don't know how certain channels are going to retaliate to what's about What things are gonna happen? I don't know if they're gonna make it public or not. So I'm not gonna put their business on blast because if they don't end up going public about what's going on, then it's just me stirring the pot, you know? And I've had a bit of drama in the last 2 months where I'm good for now. Give me a few weeks and I'll cause some shit. I'm joking. I'm joking. I never actually get into drama, never ever. But that's the reason why I'm not going to give a name at the moment because I don't know if this person is going to retaliate and make it a public situation.
Yeah, retaliation
So,
is a big problem.
but it should be. It's something's. All I know is it's gonna go down within the next week or two. Like certain people are gonna be pissing off certain people, and then certain people are gonna retaliate. Now, if that other person is gonna retaliate back, then I'll be surprised. But y'all would know
Well, the
because
problem is, I don't think people really understand what's going on. This is the
yeah,
problem. Okay. If something bad happens to you, then speaking out is going to be problematic. Number one, not everybody is going to believe you. Number two, your ability
mhm,
to actually prove what's going on. Number three,
mhm,
the people who actually don't like to be called out for the shit that they do, they can retaliate. And if they are able to build a sufficiently credible narrative, you can also end up paying the price. That's one of the reasons why some things I never really talked about. Because of all of these problems, you cannot just have something that happens to you and you're like, this is wrong, this has to stop, I'm going to call it out. Because before you know it, you are going to pay for it. Speaking out is a privilege. I don't think that people understand this enough. You would think that you have the right to denounce the thing that happens to you and should not be happening, but it's still, unfortunately, pretty much. And it depends a lot on circumstance. That's the ugly truth. I mean, when I actually called out Butterface, you have no idea how many people came to the channel. And this was a company. So usually companies try to, they are very corporate in their responses. I don't know if you remember, they left a response in their community site. They are not messy in that way, but real people are. Real people are. And they can do terrible things that companies usually do not do because they injure their image a little bit too much. So when you are dealing with real people, it's literally a huge pain in the ass to talk about the things that are
yeah.
happening to you. So sorry if I kept it a
Well,
little bit too long, but I want everybody to
well,
understand.
you can say that Miss America shit, but I'm gonna say this. Okay, if something's gonna go down, it's gonna go down within the next 2 weeks. You'll notice because someone will probably make a video or a community post or a tweet about the situation. If you hear nothing in the next 2 weeks, that means that that person, a person took it and is silent about shit what's about to go down. So that's all I'm gonna say. Now let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about Paramount Plus.
The good old Paramount Plus. How much do they take for subscription? Because I don't think it's available in here. I
I
think it's
don't pay
only a
for it,
US thing.
sweetie.
You have free access because you are a celebrity?
No, because I used someone's account and they don't know I'm using it still.
Oh, okay. You are sharing. You're sharing an account, which is legal, by
Yes.
the way. Even next Netflix does it. You just pay for a family subscription, and
Yeah, I
then
don't think they know that I'm using it still because I'm not friends with those people no more. But
don't
they
say it.
removed
They're
my
going to
profile.
remember.
I mean, imagine. I'm blaming you, sweetie. I want a Paramount check every month. Thank you. I have everything. I use Peacock, Wow Presents, Paramount Plus, Netflix,
No, I cannot afford all of
Amazon.
that. I cannot afford all of that. Thank God Fantasia shared their
Sweetie, you want to
WoW
use my
Plus with me.
accounts? I got you. You can use my Disney Plus. You can use my Peacock. I can use there can be like 6 people on it.
Good Lord, that's a lot. But they don't. I think they do geo blocking. Like
No,
based on where you're coming from, you're going to have
I'm in
different
England
content
and I
available.
use it.
Yeah, but like World of Wonder, for example, based on where you are, they offer different content. Because, for example, let's say Drag Race France, when they create a spin-off for a country, they usually sell the rights to that season to an airing
Okay.
station that's in there. So if you are in France and you subscribe to WoW Plus, you cannot see Drag Race France. You should.
So I'm not saying anything, but you know what I like in life? I love VPNs. Like, do you know what those are?
Yes, they are
Like,
internet
I
condoms.
I use I use them for internet privacy only. And they're actually great. VPNs are great. Like for privacy. Oh my god.
Oh, good lord, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess.
Let me
Really.
just clear this up. I love World of Wonder. I love Wow Presents. I love MTV. I love the people at Wow Presents and World of Wonder. Okay, I mess with y'all. I love you, and thank you for giving a bitch like me opportunities. Okay, thank you.
And I love reasonable people. I will keep it at that.
Mm.
Papa is going to sleep. Good night. Thank you for
Good
coming.
night, Papa.
House of Down Boots says, honestly, why don't everyone watch it? Bow Wow Presents. That's a good question. Well, in the US, you cannot because the rights are sold to Paramount. So you need to watch it on Paramount or
Yeah.
whatever they have. Like, I think in the US it airs on MTV so that they get the coins from advertisement, and then it's available on Paramount, or at least it should be. Running catch sales for Peacock, Hulu, and Disney Plus. Off of HBO Max, I pay like less than $15 a month. Oh, that's amazing.
That's a good price. I don't do monthly things. I always buy the yearly packages for everything.
Yeah, you
I
save a
like I
lot of
literally
money.
bought a VPN for 2.5 years
Yeah, you
because
save a lot of
I don't
money
like the
like that.
monthly. Yeah.
House of Down Boot says, wait, they can't watch WoW Presents in the US. No, they can. They can subscribe to WoW Presents. They cannot watch Drag Race US on WoW Plus because the rights for airing
Certain
that are
content
sold to
is available
Paramount.
in certain countries.
Yeah, like for example, if you want to watch All Stars, like I think now it's been 2 seasons that All Stars is only on Paramount. 2 seasons or what? No, 2 seasons. That it's on Paramount Plus. So if you want to watch it, it's not going to be on WoW Plus for you if you are from the US. You will have to subscribe to Paramount Plus in order to get All Stars. Yeah, I know it sounds so stupid, and I hope that in the world of tomorrow it will be. But remember, this is still a pretty new industry, so we see a lot of messy things that tomorrow people will look back and think, "Oh my god, how could they do that? That was so stupid. That to watch one thing you have to make a subscription to this, then a subscription to that, then a subscription to that." You know, it's something that it's still evolving.
I know what you're talking about. I think Wow Presents are amazing, and I think they're perfect in each and every way. Okay. Everyone, go get Wow Presents. Thank you.
Kat says in US domestic shows air their first run on MTV, then replays on Paramount Plus. While Plus from US, we can see everything international. Yeah, and I think if you go on, my God, we are giving so many shout out to World of Wonder. They are going to think I'm in love with them, even though they should know better. Uh,
I love y'all.
if you go on the WoW Plus website, it will tell you which shows will be available depending on the country where you come from. So if you have an internet condom, you know how to use it. And I will keep it at that, and we won't repeat that anymore. Oh, good lord. So, guys, before we go to sleep, is there anything that you would like to discuss about? Since it's almost 2 in the morning, so it's almost time to go to bed.
Sweetie, it's time for me to go play some Fortnite after this, sweetie. Fortnite Battle Pass. Do, 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 do.
Ed in the chat said, "I have so much." Then let's get it. Let's get it. Purani, I got WoW Presents for 2 years or a month and watch every country during this time. That's a lot of watch. Fake Friends of West Hollywood finale is 3/3. And the Drag Race was returning to 90 minutes on 3/3, good lord, the 3rd of March. And Drag Race was returning to 90 minutes the 10th of March anyway. Fans didn't get anything. What do you mean by get?
The fans didn't get what they wanted. It wasn't the fans who made the 60 minutes happen. That's what they're saying.
All this drama was exposure for the show MTV. They lit up social media, especially with the yeah. I completely agree with that. The move of we are going to get the 60 minutes show, for me, it was something that was clearly planned. It's I don't after they went everything that they went through with Shitty Pie and airing on the fly, I don't think they would willingly put themselves back in the same position. Yeah, Kat, I completely agree. That was some kind of I mean, I'm still happy that we're getting the extra minutes back, but it was definitely what's it called? Not an advertisement. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
You know what I just realized? You're the first ever Drag Race channel, but I've like guest starred on.
Really?
Yeah, you're the first ever one.
Oh my god. I took your collaboration virginity.
Ah!
Good lord. Well, this was very, very nice, especially since I asked you yesterday. Because I am, I am disorganized like this.
I got you, bitch. I told you, like, I fuck with you. Like, for real.
So it was really, really nice for you. Anyway, let's go to sleep. It was an amazing show. Edie, where do we find you?
You can find me everywhere. Oh, Edie. And sometimes OEDXO. You can find my YouTube channel. You can check my link channels. You can find me on TikTok and Twitter and christianmingle.com. And in your uncle's bed, riding his face at night, sweetie. Okay, I'm joking. Okay, but that's where you can find me, everybody. Where can we find you, Top?
You can find me here, and since next week the shop will be on its own channel, so we won't have live streams on this channel anymore. You will find a link for that in the description. You will find it in the comments. You will find it on Twitter. And of course, I will be sending links on Patreon and on Discord. So if you're anywhere near, you know where to find the live streams. It's going to be rough for the beginning. I'm not going to lie about that. It's going to be difficult to find the lives. It's going to be the way it is. But it's better this way. We are left with not much of a choice, so let's just roll with it. And at the end of the day, as long as we keep being together and having fun, that's more than enough. So, with that said, Edith, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to future collaboration, and if you would like to collaborate on your channel as well,
remember to send me your music stuff. I want the music stuff to work on this. Okay, well then, good night. Sweet dreams, everybody. Don't let the Babadook get you in your sleep. And when you sleep and your crusty toes are hanging at the bottom of the bed, make sure someone don't come and grab you and drag you into the bed to the pits of hell. And for you, Top, good night. Sweet dreams. And I'm going to leave the call. I'm going to let you say goodbye to the live because I'm going to go play Fortnite. But I love you, and I got you with the audio, the music stuff.
Thank you so much, Edie.
All right, then. Bye-bye. Love you.
Bye, Edie. Bye-bye. Thanks everyone for coming. I will see you back next week with the speculation video and with the rigged or fair for this episode. I hope you all got to vote. I will also send a link in the Discord in case you missed it, and then we will review whatever lip sync you decided. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you back next Sunday. Have a great night, and see you soon.